balls. Is that our future? Is that what we're slowly getting to? Like the brains just can keep. Those are rams, right? I thought they had horns.
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
Oh yeah, dude! You even brought the Santa hat, the black Santa hat.
I had to do Santa hat. Couldn't get the suit.
No,
I tried, but the hat works.
The hat works. How long have you had that hat?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, and I only took it off to drive here. So
now that you just need to come up with a black whole Santa suit.
Yeah, right, for sure. Well, I ordered one. It is black. The whole thing's black, but it'll be here after Christmas.
Like the whole suit?
No, just the hat.
Oh, just the hat, but it's all black.
It'll be here after Christmas. So I ordered it like 2 weeks ago, and it'll be here by the 16th, they said. And then they're like, oh, it'll be here after Christmas, and they put little red letters on Amazon. You know, and if you go to do it, it'll be like, oh, your item will be here before Christmas. Yeah, that changed real fucking quick. I was like, well,
or if they say it'll be delivered by like 10 p.m., you can kiss that shit goodbye. It's going to be at least the next day.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I've had surprisingly good luck with Amazon. I always do the.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
At Amazon, though, it'll be like by 10 p.m. And no, that bitch ain't coming by 10.
No, yeah. Well, I've had some stuff like this was supposed to be here today, but it came yesterday.
No.
So I was like, all right, awesome. But I ordered some. I can't remember what I ordered, but and it ended up taking. I was like, hey, wait, well, I need this like today, and they're like $2.99. It'll be there by 5. I was like, okay, literally 5 o'clock on the dot. She was at my door.
Really?
Yep. I was like, well, Amazon
must have fucking been in a fucking facility around here that wasn't taken out by a tornado.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, I consider half the country's just folded by them right now. How many is that now? How many they say touchdown? What was that at?
I don't know.
20-something of them?
I don't know, but the last report I seen was there was over 100 some people trapped, and then I seen a report saying that people died, so I'm not sure how many people died.
I am not sure if I just glanced.
They were like, fuck, shelter in place, but keep them packages moving.
Yeah. The house is gone. The Amazon driver's like, fuck it. Just throws it down on the ground. He's like, yeah, go get it. Don't return.
Dude. So I'd say, man, shows are coming up, but now we got a fucking loss of a drummer, huh?
Yeah, that sucks. This is the second time in a year. So my original drummer was my buddy Sam. He started Archimime with me, and then the music kind of evolved into something. He's an Avenged Sevenfold guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Well, nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I like Avenged Sevenfold.
I like Avenged Sevenfold music.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the vocals, so I can't listen to it.
Yeah, it's
fucking tough because I think they're very talented, and the fucking drummers I've always been, even the one that passed and stuff, like they're fucking really good, but I can't get into music when the vocals are just horrid to me.
Yes, I feel that sometimes too. It's just sometimes it kind of throws it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I was like that, and this is gonna fucking everybody's gonna be like, I was always like that with Slayer.
Slayer, yeah. Me too. I was like that.
I like Slayer, but I'm not a fucking Slayer guy.
Yeah.
It's just I like their music. I'll go to their shows, but I'm not a fucking retard about it. And it's just like
that one kind of grew on me.
Yeah,
it did. Like I used to be. Like I was really into Slipknot and everything, but then like people would bring up, well, what about Slayer? And I'm like, yeah, fuck that. The vocals, they just kill it for me. Yeah,
but
you know, like some of the songs.
Not even. Hold on, I gotta say something real quick though, because you see, with me, Slayer hits a little home for me because the singer and I we're from the same country. We're both Chilean.
Yeah.
So when I started getting into music, my dad. This was like way long, like fucking CD exchange, dude. Like, you know, remember that shit?
Yeah.
CD Circuit
exchange.
City, bro. Goddamn.
Circuit City.
We were at Circuit City, and like I was like just getting into buying music, and we walked by Slayer, and he was just like, "Hey, you know the singer's Chilean?" Like I was like, and I was just like,
Chilean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you say that.
Cool. He's like, "Yeah, check it out." So no shit, dude. I left with like my copy of
Slayer just because of that,
Fucking-
you know, just because he was from your
Yeah, like my
home
first
country.
record. It was in Diabolus Musica. Not even a fucking the good Slayer fucking record, but it was like my gateway in.
The shitty. So I got into the shitty Slayer first,
Right.
and then the rest
Yeah,
of it was good.
That was probably like me too, because it was a little more new age Slayer.
Yeah.
And then I went back to the older stuff, and then that's what kind of fucking ended up growing on me. I mean, I got used to those vocals, but for Avenged Sevenfold, it's like, yeah, well, yeah, I can't do it.
Well, I like.
Like, no, dude, no, I'm sorry.
It's very
trying too hard.
It's very nasally.
Yeah,
And I feel because like okay, so I call this there's like a theory I have, and eventually bands that are metal bands or that kind of were like on the borderline, like the crossover. Let's say, for instance, well, this is based on Stained.
Okay, Stained.
When Stained first came out, Stained were a relatively like kind of like a new metal band, and then over time they turned into a fucking country band. And you know, like don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of like. I like pop music,
Dude, I do too. You should have seen my Spotify rap.
yeah, my shit's a bipolar nightmare.
It is,
like,
dude.
yeah.
It was said I listened to 110, I think, genres this past year. I was like, yeah.
My stuff varies, and to a point being of where at work people say you give me a headache, and it's like it'll be like literally it's like okay, well, shit, I came in and we're Dying Fetus is on 3 Dying Fetus songs, and it's like okay, Bruno Mars. And then it's like, all right, and then Kill Switch Engage, and then
So
it's,
you listen to all those different genres on like just on a playlist
all the time.
See, I'm a little different. Like I'll be in like certain moods, like, and I'll be like, and so I'll listen to all of like dance pop or something when you got remixes and stuff in there that sound cool with mixed with some rap or something, and then I'll have days where I'm just like more in like metal. So I'll listen to more metal shit, but I've never really sat my playlist on and was like, yeah, mix it all up. Fuck it. Hit me with some Lamb of God and then some Skylar Grey.
I get yeah. So I feel you on that completely because I grew up 90s rap dude. You know, I always listen. So when my dad was a biker, my mom was a disco queen. So it was like it couldn't have been, and even like religiously, it was even different. My dad was Jehovah's Witness. My mom was Catholic.
Jehovah's Witness, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
wow.
And but you know what I mean? It's like, and they have some pretty fucking weird beliefs. I mean, it's not when you say weird. It's just what's the word here? Harsh.
Harsh beliefs.
You know what I mean? It's like for you to look at for your main glory of belief to look in and somebody say, well, you're not getting into heaven because heaven's full. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, oh damn. Well,
really?
They believe like only like
you can get full. Like there's too much.
Only 300 and some odd thousand people are accepted into heaven.
They got a number?
Yes, it has. It's an exact number.
A number.
Yeah.
To this shit.
And my dad wasn't. I mean, he believed it because that's what he was like forced to believe.
And what
up.
believes this? What religion or whatever?
Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness believes there's a certain number.
Yeah,
dude, look that up, John. See if there's some shit on that. See if they got it like an exact
it's like
down to the fucking one.
42,000.
See, that's that's like why. What's the significance?
What
if they were like 666,000?
Yeah, you know what I mean. But but it's like what's
accepted.
What's weird about them is that like growing up, like my dad never got to like you couldn't anything that revolved.
John, did you hit record? Okay, thank you. Last podcast it was like 5 minutes, and he was like, "Oh shit."
Oh damn.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
But like there was like the way it works is that they can't worship idols. So birthdays don't exist. Like Christmas, anything that involves worship of idols. So basically, a birthday is like worship of an idol.
Oh, only 144,000
really
people. A number found in Revelations chapter 7:14 will go to heaven to be kings and priests with Jesus Christ. They say that God will start a worldwide war called Armageddon, and the people who do not obey God or worship him the way he expects will be killed. Holy shit. Damn. That's fucking ruthless. No shit.
But
oh my god.
Because they go to the shit, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything bad about them. They are pretty standard good people.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But,
it's like
but that belief that there's a certain
do-gooders.
number.
But they believe no idols, no saints, no nothing. And so basically, in terms of like the idols and all that stuff, it's like if you celebrate a birthday, you're technically an idol. So birthdays don't exist. Thanksgiving, no Christmas, no shit like that. There's no holidays.
There's no holidays.
No, not at all. and it's rough. And my mom was Catholic, which is very much a little bit more easygoing, but in the same breath, kind of fucking weird. You know what I mean? It's like, sit down, sit down. You know, it's but so they were never. I was never raised with religion, but I was raised with a lot of music, and my mom listened to the Bee Gees and fucking country and I don't know, whatever, poppy stuff. So growing up in the 90s, I listened to a lot of young country. So I like country. You know what I mean? New country. Most new music sucks, but it's
most new music in general. Most new country.
Country especially. Country lost its roots completely.
There is no like authentic like country.
It's pop music with the hues of country.
Once you start like putting electronic stuff into country music, it's lost its country.
Yes.
I mean, but I will say that some of it can be pretty cool, but I don't think it can be in the same category billboard as country, regular country.
Yeah.
It's got to be like almost, I hate subgenres because there's so many, but you almost got to subgenre that shit.
Yeah, everything. Oh, the only country that
country.
truthfully, like, and I'm not very up on it no more. I just hear what I, get what I hear once in a while. One person I do like is like Chris Stapleton because he reminds me of old school shit. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, well, this has it's authentic. You know what I mean? Not like this. What do you mean?
What's going
Michael
on
Jackson?
Here? Yeah, Michael Jackson. 28 famous Jehovah's Witnesses. No shit.
A lot of them.
Serena Williams.
She's also a mediocre tennis player.
Is she the guy? Was she the what was she in?
Fast and the Furious, Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, yep. Fast and the Furious. Donald Glover.
Yep.
Hey, I know him.
Prince.
Yeah, that's right. Prince was Jehovah's. So was Michael Jackson.
Really?
Michael Jackson yep.
No shit.
Yeah, they beat the fuck out of Michael Jackson. Oh, Joe gonna get a hold of you. Let's see. Damon Wayans, yeah, his whole family. I don't think he's Jehovah's Witness now.
A president. Oh yeah. Oh, it is.
I was just watching some shit about her yesterday, man. I guess she was banging
Terrence Howard. Oh, that's the dude. He was in other stuff though.
Yeah, they all grow up like that.
Really? Biggie Smalls?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I was just watching something on Jerry Holloway last night that she was banging Scary Spice the whole time.
Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, I knew that.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah,
Oh, obviously.
all the Jacksons.
Fucking ads.
What?
Wow.
Was raised a Jehovah's Witness, punk rocker. Okay.
Well, obviously, that goes without
yeah, they're
saying.
sisters. Dave Mustaine?
Yeah.
No shit.
What?
But talk to any of them now and see if they. Well, Prince did. I think.
Well, hold on, scroll back up. He became a born again Christian in 2002.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That was
But
a big
not
deal,
anymore.
actually.
Well, that's just
Yeah.
like dude from Slayer. He's fucking super Christian.
Wasn't
And-
one of the guys from Korn too?
Yeah, I think it was
Fucking
Head. Yeah, they all seem to kind of like lose their mind at one. Well, I don't know if it's so much as losing their mind. It's just the way the media will portray them as losing their mind, kind of like Dave Chappelle shit.
Right.
I went to Africa and he came back and he was a fucking crackhead and all this shit. It's like, no, he just went to Africa to hang out. You guys want to call him a crackhead because he didn't fit your narrative in the media.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. And the door-to-door stuff too.
Yeah.
Did your dad do that?
No. My dad. My dad had a hard life. He died in 2006, and he was not really your Jehovah's cookie cutter. You know what I mean? And he was. I said he was a biker and this and that. But going back to the whole beginning of the religious thing is music. So long story short, when it came down to music, it was my dad was listening to Ozzy and AC/DC and Charlie Daniels Band, things like that. And then you had my mom, which was like Bee Gees and Vince Gill and Randy Travis and fucking
Disco stuff.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like and
Bee
then
Gees.
well. I'm a huge fan of 80s music. I like
Okay.
80s pop music I love it. Like I'm a big fan of Prince, Michael Jackson, George Michael, what
Well,
else?
there's stuff that comes on, especially Michael Jackson. Then when it comes on, you just can't help but just start just moving to it a little bit.
Yeah,
You
if
know
you
what I
don't
mean?
like it, if you don't vibe to it, there's something wrong with you. You know what I mean? That's like
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
like, and this is what I look at it as. There's very, and I hate to say it's because a lot of people disagree with me. I think there's very little music that actually sucks. I think there's music that just doesn't pertain to my taste.
Oh yeah,
But
for sure. I've said that before. Like, I don't get why like musicians and stuff. I find it the greatest irony when you have like all these like, especially like local musicians, they start dogpiling on some shit, like saying it sucks or this is stupid or your fans are dumb for following this shit. And it's like, dude, that's just their art. They could be making art for their fan base. They could be famous enough now where they like, look, I have a market. That's what everybody looks for. Everybody looks for a niche market.
yeah,
Like, you want that, and when you find that, you will placate to that market.
you need that formula.
If your band gets famous for, let's just say you were like, because you mentioned like grindcore, some elements in your. Let's just say you were like a really famous grindcore band, but you're like, man, I want to put out some Stain type shit. Bro, like, you got to get like Metallica famous before you put out some Stain shit to go with your grindcore
absolutely
fucking library.
Yeah, absolutely, because that will follow you around.
Exactly. You can't do it too early.
So I always like a big problem, I think, with today's music scene, which it kind of lacks. Now everybody's all fucking hunky dory after COVID. Oh, the music scene's
right
together
now.
But before COVID happened, it was so divided. You couldn't get people to come to shows. The Michigan metal scene sucked. It was bad. It started.
A lot of musicians don't go to other musician
No, because they're
shows.
pretentious and they're elitist and they think that their band or their liking is better than others.
But there's a lot of people. Yeah, keep going.
Well, I just say it's just what I've noticed is like when you hang out with these people on day-to-day basis and you talk to them and you realize just how shallow and how fucking, not everybody, but the people that are like, nobody comes to my shows. Why doesn't anybody come to my shows? When's the last time you fucking went to somebody else's show?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, when's the last time you didn't get online and bash deathcore, or you didn't get online or bash this and that? It's like, for instance, you have a lot of musicians out there, and like, deathcore ain't my favorite genre, but I listen to a lot of deathcore. One of my favorite bands, and fuck you if you don't like it, Amir. I like Amir. I like Attila. I like bands that a lot of people that are like in the metal community are like, they shun. Like, no, why do you like that? It's like, because I can go to that show and I can pit out for fucking the whole time and have a good ass time with a bunch of people.
Right.
It doesn't, the music quality, whatever you believe is music quality versus or what you adhere to is music quality. There's something for everybody.
But when it first started, it was a big thing. It was like, wow, it may be simple as shit. That would be my thing against, it's so simple.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
weird
go
to
up there
play.
and you just do this slow, really chuggy stuff, and you narrow down that sweet spot of that tone.
Yeah.
Because you got to get a good tone if you're doing that.
It's so simple, it's hard to play, if that makes sense.
It can be, yeah, because it's so slow.
Yeah, well, I have
some of it.
I have issues with slow music. It's not because I don't want to play it. It's because
It's hard to mosh to. It's hard. You can't mosh. That's why people do that weird.
The little
flippy,
karate,
karate.
It's called mosh pit karate.
Crowd killing, whatever. Yeah,
crowd killing. It's funny.
You kill the crowd when you do that. I hope people know that, because when there's like 3 people, even 2, the crowd dissipates from the front.
That's how one reason I quit going to because a lot of people dislike you're on the fence or you're not you're on the fence or you hate them or like them, whatever. But King 810 or King 810, fucking they you go to their shows and they had a lot of good stuff going on at their shows. They had some decent music, but you go to the shows and their fucking fan base is very, very into the shows, and they have a lot of people that travel on, and man, those fuckers will crowd kill the shit out of stuff. Walk around. And you get on, you talk to people online, right, about hardcore shows, and they'd be like, crowd killing sucks, blah blah blah, fuck crowd killers, and then and then you'll get the straight edge hardcore dudes that come there. Well, you just don't understand the culture, and it's like, all
Dude.
right, I get what you're saying to a point, you know what I mean, because it's your guys' thing. I get it, you know what I mean. It's just like you can go to one metal show and people are fucking. You can go to a metal show and people are moshing, or you can go to a punk show and people are skanking and just kind of bouncing around. You know what I mean? It's all got its different shit. But when you're walking around the crowd and you're hitting people in the face and shit, this is something I can't rock with.
I can't either. But to your point about musicians coming out, but I think there's a lot of musicians, especially now.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at younger bands that are just cropping up, I bet you those are more the ones going out to the shows, because bands that we know, like Hikori.
Yeah.
like we got fucking families and shit now.
Dude.
Like a lot of times that was me. Like I got so much shit going on. Like for me to fucking like have to like pry away a fucking Friday night without the family or something would be like a bitch to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, I'm grinding on whatever. You know, my wife used to say, "Wow, you're on the phone all the time." I'm like,
got shit to do.
I'm like, I have people messaging. I'm trying to get shows because I booked a lot of shows for the band that I was in. Like I'm booking shows. I'm communicating
Which
with
one?
people. Death Abides.
Gotcha.
Now the show that, if you want to go back to the Road Rangers days, the show that we booked with you, I was in a 2-piece band called Stereotype.
I remember they with Jordan.
With
Jordan, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Jordan Delgado. Yep.
I liked you guys. I thought you guys were good. You're one of my more favorite bands I like bringing around.
Dude, it was fucking tough because nobody could like either keep up on the bass or like nobody wanted to come try out. It was hard. I think
you guys were good the way you were. I remember seeing you guys. I think you played with us at with Archimime. Do you guys play with Guar?
No.
I remember seeing you guys at Harpo's, dude. And fucking
we played with Mushroom Head,
that's
and we
right.
played with Hatebreed.
I probably was at both
Hatebreed.
of those shows.
Hatebreed was the one where he came out and he did the fire shit.
So yeah, I was there. I was like, hey, that's fucking awesome. That was,
But we were looking for anything that because we're 2 people.
yeah,
you gotta
do it.
You gotta. It's hard when I'm on the drums. I can't go anywhere. It's only him.
Yeah.
To like get the crowd into it too. Because
Yeah.
nothing's worse than like, especially Dragon Force. I've seen them before, and like everybody stood in the same spot on stage, and it was only the keyboard guitar player like wailing out, running around.
Yeah, it becomes kind of like
Right.
I feel like at that point in time, and that's like something I'm really really big on in the bands I play in is like to move around and be active.
Yeah.
Long story short, and this is no offense to anybody, but people are fucking their attention spans are about that long.
Oh hell yeah,
And,
they are.
If you're not moving, if you're not removing,
You're telling
and
me,
resetting their
dude.
attention span every couple of seconds, you know what I mean? They get bored, they walk away, they go get a drink.
Yeah.
My best shows, the best shows, like I have 2 ways that when I do shows or when I do my performance, whatever you want to call it, or I call it my gimmick.
Yeah, gimmick.
It's not really a gimmick because I go up there. That's probably more naturally me than anything. But when I do that, I go out there with it. In the doo-doo. When I do. Damn. That's all right. We're going to have to use that. There's got to be a rule that's got at least 11 more times that's got to sound off throughout the...
Sound off. I'm sounding off.
Hey, that's you coach Steve in it right now. Have you ever watched the show Big Mouth? He plays a fucking thing.
Oh, does yeah.
While making a bunch of anti-Semitic ass jokes.
As
about
soon as we heard that, I was like, oh, we got to put that on there.
yeah, but it's just man, I completely forgot where. Oh yeah, going. But the damn, where were we? We had the 2 people.
John, where were we?
Where were we?
Yeah.
Right now we were talking about the Detroit show, and I believe about how you had to stand out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spans being short.
Yeah, attention span. Everybody's
Attention, man, he's
Yeah.
good at that.
Yeah.
Attention span being short, so it like
Don't let him fool you.
See, the attention span.
Yeah, it
real
is.
short there. But for sure. So my goal is that
Your gimmick.
Yeah, my gimmick. Yeah, is that when I write songs. So what we do with Archimime is that for the most part, I'll come up with.
Put that mic a little bit closer.
Closer. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, you can move it back towards you so you can be more comfortable.
There we go. But talking about with when we come out and do our thing, it was a matter of like, I have 2 ways to do things. When I write a song in the form of how I would propose a wrestling match. So,
Okay.
So I know that sounds weird, but like that, before wrestlers go out and do their thing, they make sure that they have an idea how we're going to run this match. Where are we going to the highs and the lows?
Right. Yeah. Where's the high points? Where's like the climax of the match? And
Where
then,
can you rest? Where can you get away with fucking your shitty songs and your shitty
when
parts?
I throw you out over the ropes to the ring, then you're gonna get a rest.
Yeah, there's
here.
a rest period. You know what I mean? It's like,
That's when they're
yeah, holding each other for like 20 minutes. He's like, that motherfucker ain't tired.
why are you guys hugging? Get the hell out.
Get up. They ain't tired either. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah, like you guys are, Unless I'm sure you got ones in wrestling where they just steroid up. They don't condition or anything.
Yeah,
They just
right, yeah.
fucking roid up, dude.
Hey, well, that stuff's kind of like well, it depends on where you're at, but for the most part, they test the shit out of that.
So how you write the song, we'll forget. So how you write
Oh
the
yeah,
song
yeah,
with
for
the
sure.
wrestling match.
Staying on the road, but yeah. So when I do it, I look at it as a wrestling match. The highs, the lows. How am I going to go into it? How am I going to go out of it? And then I have these drums in my head.
Right.
And then I bring them up to said drummer, and said drummer can do whatever they want. But like, here's my idea of how it sounds. Oh shit, I stole your lyric.
That's all right.
But how it sounds, how I'm going to deal with it, and then we figure it out from there. But I have a hard time like slowing things down. But I try to find these like low points where we get a break, because a lot of times like I
A
felt
break
bad.
in the song.
Yeah, well,
So-
it's just like our last drummer, Jim. He had a extremely hard time getting through the set sometimes because it was just like
Yeah,
there was no breaks. You know what I mean? And it's like so I try to
And the
find-
way you had the whole show flowing, you want to just keep going.
Yeah.
So he didn't have a chance to like.
well, trying to keep everything moving without losing the attention span, and then trying to get people to still stay interested and keeping it heavy and fast. And that comes again down to my inability to write slow riffs. You know, I
Yeah.
have insane ADHD, so everything is like grrr all the time. So trying to go boom, boom, da, boom, 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 da. A 5-year-old.
Do you guys use clicks when you play?
Nah,
Nothing.
no,
right?
we're so bare
Old school.
bones, raw, stupid shit. It's
Yeah.
just that's why our songs will
So
vary.
how about with your recordings? You didn't use them a click?
We did for our last album, we did, but
Because you've been talking about how you got stuff recorded, right? Or
yeah,
no?
yeah, absolutely. We have
And no clicks though.
no, not yet. Like, well, okay,
So how are you doing it then?
we
Because
have-
me and that when I was in the 2-piece, we recorded some songs without a click. When I did the Death Abides album,
Mhm.
we did a click. Click is way better, but so how are you guys doing it
Well,
without a click then?
the idea is that the songs that we do have that are they're like extremely rough, like, you know what I mean, like is bare bones you can get. Here's the song, it's finished. What do we do from there with it? And the idea is to get click tracks rolling with it, because I'm not going to be able to record at just like
Listening to the drums?
my
How are you going to get a click on it if you don't record it to a click at first?
well, that's the thing, is that okay, the recordings, okay, we should throw it like this. The recordings I have right now are
Yeah.
super rough, that they are just, hey, this is the song, it's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that then the idea would be like, hey, we'll figure out where we are in terms of sound, or where we want to be in speed, tempo, everything like that.
Oh, so you'll take that scratch track
yes.
and then you will kind of match it up to some BPMs.
Figure it out.
Figure
from
out
there.
where you're at
Yeah.
with the BPM wise, where he's playing it as, because it all relies on the drummer.
Yeah.
Now you don't have one, but we'll just roll with this conversation as you did.
Yeah.
It's all on the drummer
Yeah.
to set the tone. So you'll see where he's comfortable, and then you'll set metronomes at those times in the breaks, and then record to that.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly the way, and it's kind of ass backwards in a way, but that's
No, I mean, you got to figure it out if you don't use metronomes. We
Yeah,
did
yeah.
too. When I did it, we had to like figure out where we're at, but we would just play the song, and
Yeah.
we'd have a little app on our phone that you can tap. just
Figure
tap.
out where you are. It's
Yeah,
like-
just you can just tap it to the way. I would have him play
Yeah.
guitar because I was a big guitar. I followed the guitar. I didn't follow bass. Some drummers follow bass. I didn't. I followed the guitar. and
That's how we
vocals
run,
was a
too.
really fucking, key thing for me too. Sometimes because I
kind of know where you're at.
Yeah, like if he's doing a big scream, I'd be like, okay, this is, all right. So
Yeah, that's what we did too. Our, like I said, we had our last, the guy that just left was Jeff, and he was only in the band for a hot minute, so it wasn't really a time to kind of like get to know how he did things. But he had his little system. But Jim, we're 5 years into the band, he followed me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what did we come up with today?
well, it's guitar and drums right together.
Yeah, and it's you're not gonna go and jam out with your bass player.
Following bass is like jazz, maybe rock. Like it's not metal. Metal is
Yeah.
like guitar and then drums. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So
you gotta
you're not gonna
accent
get that out of the
shit.
bass.
Yeah.
It doesn't roll right. Yeah.
So finish the gimmick story.
all right, so the gimmick is
I can't believe I remembered that.
yeah, right. We would have just went on, but so the gimmick story is like the way we write stuff was always in a way of complete crowd reaction. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how can we keep your attention, and how can we make sure that we're keeping stuff as digestible as possible, with still keeping it as heavy as we can, fast, heavy, digestible,
Right.
and not doing it too much. And it's like, even our biggest problem when we were doing stuff is like, in between the songs, what the fuck do we do? You know what I mean? All these bands, like, I know bands that'll even just go like just with the kick drum in between songs, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, and it keeps your attention at least a little bit.
Yeah.
But when you stop doing stuff, you look stupid. You're just
I hated it, dude. I was never in a band that had like that constant, motion. That's why backing tracks help a lot with bands.
Yeah,
You have the backing track.
Yeah, those bands are always the most solid, and like to me,
Dude,
though,
when you get a new drummer, just do it with clicks.
yeah. Like I said,
do it
that's
with
the
clicks.
plan. That's the plan.
Once you get it with clicks, then you can just have your laptop on stage, and as long as the drummer's going to the click track, you have the shit right there.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, or what you do, which is even simpler. This is what we did in Death Abides. I never use clicks, but you just pick out some stuff that goes with your set. Have it sit on the computer, like make a little sketch. Like one of ours was like jungle related, so I had like, like jungle sounds going on, and
Yeah,
something kind of like a build up, somebody running through brush. So I just gave him the MP3 file and said, play this after our third song.
Yeah.
So the third song stops. Boom, he plays it. Cut all the lights. Keeps your attention.
yeah. It gets something. Gives you a second.
We all have a cue in the song for when we start, and bam, just start right there.
See, I started doing. I got on my my iPad. I put on like a Launchpad app.
Okay.
Unlocked it, paid for all the shit on it, so I could just use it any way I wanted to. So I just started resetting all the things on it. Now I got all these sound bites and everything on it. And like,
There you go.
I got this dope ass little stand. It's just like that, but you can hold a big ass iPad on it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw that up on the stage and bink hit buttons.
There you go.
We
Boom.
got-
Yeah, he can have it hooked up to the PA.
Yeah.
So when you click it, bam. There you go.
Song
You can control it right there.
Song one, boom, hit.
Yeah.
Click, click, click. So that, like I said, we have the idea of doing that. It's just, like I said, it's just
Well, even not the clicks, just for sound bites or sound things that you want to put in your
just something to keep it
set.
consistent. 'Cause
Yeah.
like I said, a lot of times, like a big problem we had at the start was the consistent. Because a lot of the songs that we play from our first album, we just don't play them the same way because
Yeah,
it's
different.
just it's just more consistent the way we decided to roll with it over time. Like, well, this kind of sounds rough. How can we even this out?
okay.
So
right.
it was like, we'll make everything faster. So every song we play
Yeah.
is substantially
Everything's
faster.
faster live too.
Yeah. And that's the one
No
thing we had.
matter
To,
what.
it's like, well, we're always so used to it. Well, you got a 30-minute show, get it in. It's like, well, how many fucking songs can we get in? Go. You know, and
Dang, yeah.
and yeah, but going back to the thing is, like I said, writing the songs, doing all the stuff is like just keeping your attention, and how rowdy can we get you? You know what I mean? How do we get you moving? How do we get you having fun? The worst thing I fucking hate seeing is that there's a band on, they're good, they're heavy, and then the crowd sits in a U shape in front of the stage. Like, what are you doing? Go up to the
Yeah.
fucking front of the stage.
Go
Have
to
some
the front.
fun, man. What's
Yeah.
wrong? I hate when I go up.
People are fucking timid, man.
Lately, man, my last like 10 years, people gotten weird as hell. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to. They're so worried to take like even like the slightest bit of chance. It's like
Just
every time you drive a car, you have the chance of being fucking ended. So just go out and have some fun, man.
yeah.
Mosh pit. You don't even got a mosh pit. Just go, just bang your head a little bit.
It's almost like, is that what they're afraid of? As soon as
Yeah.
they move up, then a mosh pit's gonna break out, and then they have to then they gotta move.
Well, I do feel like that's why a lot of bands have gotten kind of like, I don't want to say lame, but like lame, because they're good bands and everything works out good, but they're almost like afraid to interact with the crowd because you're not going to get anything in return. It's really hard to keep going on when I understand, like, yeah, everybody, let's get going, and people are there to do it, and then you get there and then people are there and they're just kind of looking at you like man, it's like,
That's where
why
it
you
goes
here?
into. That's where it goes into. You're not just performing for the fans, but you're performing for like the venue owner,
yeah,
the bar owner, whoever. If they can see that, like, wow, okay, if I had a fucking crowd in here, tonight, like
This would be
maybe
great.
I put this band on with a bigger band, and how they're interacting with this crowd could translate more to like a crowd that's here for their style of music, or just
Yeah.
the crowd that goes with this band that I could book would definitely get into this.
yeah, absolutely.
People that are here tonight, maybe not. That's why you always got to
Buying a CD
perform.
tonight.
Yeah, just you got to perform for the venue,
Yeah.
not only just the fans, but the venue though.
We've always gone out every time we played a show, and it was, excuse me, whew, that wasn't into the microphone, but we always go out and play a show, and we might not put the amount of energy we would into a show with, dozens of people.
It does play a factor.
But even if there's a couple people there, it's like, well, fuck it, let's have fun.
But if there's a song where you normally like, all right, come on, everybody, let's get going.
Yeah,
you
it's
still
like-
got to do that
Yeah,
because they want to
all
see
three
that.
of you, let's
right,
go.
right, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Get up on stage, dude. We played a show at Maidstone
Yes.
Theater, and we fucking had it wasn't the greatest turnout, but we had everybody come up on stage.
yeah.
I mean, there were still people out there that didn't want to come up, but we had anybody that wanted to come up on stage. They
Even
all
if
came up
one
on
person
stage,
did, it's
moshed
like,
it out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for interacting. Thank you for being a part of what this is supposed to be: fun, entertainment. Get your ass up. You work
Yep.
all week to do fucking what? Come here and stand.
Yeah, I had a
Have
couple
some
of the
fun,
drummers from the other bands are behind me while I'm drumming. They're like, they
Yeah.
each grabbed one of my sticks and shit. Like, fuck it, dude. I mean,
Man. Yeah, have fun.
let's just have fun.
And that's like legitimately what we go for. Is just we just want people to just. And it's the serious note. Like I understand some bands are, they thrive in that really like everything, straightforward to the point. We want it to be like, hey, our music's heavy and we want you to take it seriously, but this shit's fun, have fun. So it's always like a big ass joke on stage. If I ain't doing something that Dwayne, like kicking him or fucking trying to put the end of my guitar up his ass or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? Or saying something that I shouldn't say to them. I don't get a microphone no more. So
You don't?
Nah.
Why not?
I say stupid shit. I shouldn't say. I haven't.
Was that like a band thing? They're
I
like,
just
dude,
haven't-
you
no,
can't
I-
have a mic no more.
Well, it was like that for a little bit. Then I had to like kind of start doing it on my own because I started realizing it's like, I did do that. I've had a hard time, or not a hard time, but a less than successful time adapting to the new times in terms of things you should and should not say around other people.
Okay, all right.
So
Yeah, I get it.
I spend most of my day like, oh yeah, don't say that. Yeah.
Dude, we've had discussions on this podcast too, where it was like, I grew up in the 90s, and you'd call people like all the time. You'd be like, "Oh, you fucking faggot."
Yes.
Or,
Yes.
"Oh, you're gay." Or, "Oh, that's gay."
And I still say
It's,
it, but
it
I
was
don't mean
something
it.
that
You know what I mean?
yeah, that was something that was hard to break.
Yeah.
It's really hard to break.
It is because it didn't, even when you said it then, it didn't mean what people are getting mad what it
meant
means
stupid.
today. Yeah.
It meant stupid.
It was
Honestly,
just the
like,
most-
oh, that's gay.
Yeah.
Was replaced with stupid.
It
or
had nothing
was
to
for
do with
stupid.
your sexual preference.
No, it didn't.
And at all.
But in the flip side, if you are gay, it is derogatory because you're saying gay is stupid.
Yeah.
So if you're gay, that means you're stupid.
But it's not.
So
it's
that's
the
why I had to go
context.
away
Yeah.
because the context was stupid.
People couldn't wrap their head around the fact being that maybe it wasn't as sinister as it was. Thought.
Yeah, it was not sinister. So but then it's hard to break if you grew up saying that all the time.
Yes.
Oh, that's gay.
Well,
I've had somebody on the podcast too, and they've said that, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I know what you meant. Like I know what you meant, but you can't say that anymore.
It's cringy at best, but it's like
You can't say it anymore.
Like,
Like when Kid Rock,
yeah.
when Kid Rock was like, "Well, you fucking faggot." Remember that video that went around?
And he didn't. I don't know. I ain't gonna speak
Right,
for him, but
right.
in my thing, it wasn't meant like that. Or it
Come
depends.
over here, you fucking faggot.
Yeah,
No, you're calling
you're
him
just
weak.
being an asshole.
You're calling
you know
him
what I mean?
weak.
It's like fuck you.
Faggot means you're weak.
Yeah.
You're stupid. You're
But
a
then
dumbass.
here comes the double-edged sword of then people are going to say that you meaning it like that was meaning that you
Right,
get where I'm
exactly.
going. So-
That's what I mean.
and it's not.
No,
but-
it's not.
But
it's a
like
hard
we were,
thing.
me and my buddy were talking about it on the way here. My thing is I've been listening to a lot of old school Korn lately,
Okay.
and I brought up the idea of playing the song "Faggot" by
oh,
Korn.
oh yeah.
But the problem is I'm thinking in my head, it's
Holy
like there's
shit!
only
I never even thought of that.
And-
They haven't like changed that yet or
no.
anything.
Well, because the context. Yeah, right. This is canceled.
Holy shit! How has nobody brought that up?
Yeah, right. But the thing is, if you look at the song, the context of it is like it's not even that at all. You know what I mean? It's like legitimately about a dude that's like a little bit different.
Right.
And
Right.
damn, that beer really be kicking. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll clean off your mic before we leave.
Dude, I've had like a minute and 15-second pee on the podcast before.
Wow.
That's my fucking record.
That's like that's pretty good.
Back at number 6. Yeah, we can look it up. It's there.
Thinking that you ever stop, you be stopping and we're so corn faggot and then we're gonna shelf that and then
Okay.
so the pee thing.
All right.
You know what you're saying? You've been drinking and then you hang out and then you go take a pee and then you question why it's not stopping.
Yeah.
You ever argue with it? Like, what, dude? I gotta go.
Dude.
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Can we stop?
I'm ready to shake.
It's like literally, there's no way my bladder's this big. I could have filled up a milk jug by now.
Dude, the worst is like for me for peeing is like when you're at a concert. You're like Van Andel or something, and like you go in, like I'm one of those shy bladder people. Like it took me like until now, like where I can just like pee with John in the room. Like, like I don't know what it is, but it's like if there's like a bunch of people standing there, I just fucking can't pee. I'm like, fuck, man. So I gotta wait until like a fucking stall opens or something.
See,
it's weird.
I don't have no. I have a fucking.
I could really have to pee. I could be standing in the sun like, fuck, I gotta pee. And then I get in there and like I can't get one where there's like at least one stall like empty.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I got a family member that's like that. He won't even pee next to me.
And it's not like I won't pull my dick out or anything. Like I'm standing there with my dick out. I'm like, I can't fucking pee.
I get what you're saying. It's just,
it's weird.
See, my thing about that is I don't have no like. Like I said, I guess my give a fuck meter's broken because like we can be touching and I'll fucking pee. You know what I mean? It's like whatever. It's like I ain't, whatever. You can think whatever you want. I'll be out of this room in like 30 seconds, man. I'm gonna take this piss. We had a moment. You can do what you want with it. We out of here.
We had a moment.
We had a moment. Let's go.
We had a moment.
Yeah, it was cool. We got to pee together. It's like,
what about shitting? Shitting in public?
I've never had to shit in public. I've had to shit.
Never had to shit in public?
All right, okay. I mean, I've never had to shit in front of a group of people.
Well, no.
But shit in the stall. If I gotta go, bro,
shit
I'm going. I'll spit on the toilet seat and clean it off with a piece of paper towel. And fucking.
Yeah, you always got to do the wipe first.
Yeah, absolutely. The germ shields. I feel
we stayed at a hotel in fucking Chicago, the Congress one, and they had like little automatic dispensers. Like as soon as you were done, it would like me, and it'd take the older one and flush it down and put out a new one.
Oh wow!
That's
a whole new level of fucking weird and lazy.
It's like holy shit, dude.
At that point in time, yes.
Yeah,
it would be a holy shit.
I made my wife take a video of it. I was
Is
like,
this
show
what
me
it's
that
like in
shit.
heaven? Is this when you take your shit, they take the germ?
Because I went to the urinal so that I didn't see it, and I was like, holy shit, take a video of that next time you go in there. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's
next level.
Yeah, right. Well, we have this thing at my work when you go into the bathroom. It's a fucking, and I was amazed, perplexed, and horrified all in the same breath.
Amazed, perplexed, and horrified.
So you go. And you
what's
wash
that
your
face
hands,
like this?
So it looks like this. It was kind of like, I don't know. I might have had a small seizure before it happened. So it's like I'm feeling that seizure, and then okay. So I got lightheaded for a minute. But there was this, it's just like a sink. It comes out. The sink's like kind of extra big, and it's got two arms coming out of where the water comes out. I'm like, all right, cool.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, and I put and start washing my hands, and I pull my hands away. I go like that, and then I see it says air on the side, and then you put your hands under, and the bars that come out the side are the fucking air that dry your hands.
Oh, what?
Wow.
All in the same sink?
Yeah, and it's weird because if you don't play your cards right, you're just gonna get your hands wet again, or you're gonna dry them off, and the water's gonna fly in your face. It's weird. So it's like
that's like
we had to put directions on it.
Yeah, you need directions.
This is water.
Do you have directions on your mirrors, like of how to wash your hands too now, like how the proper way?
Our owner is an extremely conservative person. No, so he's kind of like fuck that. You don't know how to wash your own hands. You're an asshole.
Yeah, no shit, dude. You'd be surprised, like how many fucking people don't wash their hands though. Dude, I'm a janitor. I know this shit. Like I'll be saying, like I'll go up and then I'll walk in. I always check the bathroom first. Oh, there's somebody in the stall. So either I'll like if it's that time of day, either I gotta wait or I'll just do the bathroom next. Dude, there's so many people they'll take a shit and not even wash their fucking hands, not even rinse.
Bro, I will pull your fucking card if you do that at my house.
Dude,
if I don't hear the water run and you use the bathroom, I'll be like, you better get your ass back in there. I don't man, woman, child. elderly.
Oh, I know. You got to work on that with the kids too. Constantly. It's like, you got to wash your hands.
My daughter's 11 and she's pretty good about it, but I have to definitely look at her once in a while and be like, "Hey, did you wash your hands?" She's like, "Oh shit." She goes back.
Right. It's like, oh, I only peed.
Yeah. It's like, so, a job I worked, in the past, there was this older dude there. I named him Speedy because he was like 75 and he was a busser. Listen, this little guy would fucking run around like he was 15 years old. I'm talking 75 plus, and walk around like he was in pristine shape. That guy would live to be 100 at that rate. You know what I mean? And fucking,
yeah, no shit.
Good dude. But I went to the bathroom one day. And we got a small little bathroom. I'm sitting there, and I forgot why I had to go into the stall. I had to blow my nose or some shit like that, and there was no paper towel.
Okay,
so I wanted to go into the stall.
Toilet paper.
But I heard him in there. Oh, I didn't know it was him, but I heard.
Oh,
like all
damn.
this insane
Explosion,
the type of shit. It was the shit that you don't forget the sounds of. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to relay to you is what I heard.
Yeah,
was just like, this is butthole cracking.
Oh,
shit, you know what I mean? You're like, bad it hurt. It sounds like it hurt. And it literally, I got in there. It lasted about 30 seconds. And right after the last fucking came out, this dude was out the stall. And he's like, "Hey, have a nice day." And he walks right past me. And I was like, "But your hands."
Oh, but your hands. Yeah. Oh, dude.
I think it's the first time I've ever snitched. Yeah. I went to my manager. I was like, "Hey, look, dude. So, homeboy that's busting people's tables, grabbing our dishes and touching tables and everything, just took the fucking wickedest shit I've ever heard in my life." And then just walked out, didn't wash his hands or nothing like that. He's like, "For real?" And I was like, "Yeah, you got to get a hold of Speedy." And he's like, "I'll talk to him." And then he came up to me. He's like, "I know it was you that said something, but thank you." And I was like, "All right, have a nice day." That was awkward. But I couldn't not say anything. It's like, bro, it's like it's some hepatitis shit. You know what I mean? Like, literally.
I'm about to that point though where I'm gonna start calling people. I've worked up to the point to where they start walking away a little bit, and I would just be like, I'll walk into the bathroom with my shit, and I'll be like, "That's fucking gross." Hopefully people get it, that maybe they'll hear it and they'll be like, "Oh shit, like he knows I didn't wash my hands,"
Yeah.
I don't, it's one of those things, like, I don't know if I want to be the dude that goes to the boss and be like, "Hey, they're not washing their hands,"
I felt like I had to.
Fucking gross, dude.
I was like, because
it's gross. You wiped your ass, bro. Like,
just
wash your
hands. There's no way. Nobody's that good at it. Know what I mean? Every one of us gets a little poop on, like right here.
I don't know about that. Every once in a while, if it's like if it's one like you're like, "Holy shit!" Like you didn't realize there's gonna be that much shit on the.
That could have been the one.
Like that's the one,
Speedy.
or the Ripper.
That shit. Hey,
you
listen,
get one that rips.
I'm like, bro, that was insane. And this shit's like, I felt uncomfortable after I heard that. And he got up so quick. I was like, bro, there's got to be blood somewhere there, man. There's just no way. 75-year-old shitting like that and then getting up. He no way. It was
dude.
It was like a 45-second ordeal, man. It was like,
when I was working at Tim Hortons Cold Stone, I had this fucking little old lady come up. I was working front counter, and she's like, "You might want to go check in the men's room. My husband had an accident." And I see him walking out with his walker and shit, right? And I'm the only dude working. So I'm like, fuck. And it's the men's room, so I have to go in there. Dude, there's shit all over the back of the wall by the toilet. Like, it was back of the wall, all over the toilet, on the floor, in the toilet. Like, bro, it was the worst shit I ever had to clean up, dude. I wasn't like a janitor at that time, I was working at Tim Hortons. I'm like, oh, dude, I just used the whole mop. I just mopped the wall.
You think I'm polishing everything?
Yeah, I mopped the
You're polishing
sides.
You gotta break. You gotta do like a preemptive clean. Like, get rid of the mass, and then it's like, then I'll get down and clean it up. But this shit right here,
exactly.
It's like if something happens on the floor, you don't even want to bend down to use your foot with the paper toweling. At first, I got to get the beginning done with the foot. Then I'll
or like cat puke or whatever. You got to scoop that all up, get that fucking away.
Bring the garbage can to the area.
Exactly. Yeah, don't fucking carry it across the house to the garbage. You're fucking spilling shit. Oh, I got a little bit of something that goes. You know, just fucking boom. You know, you fucking fail. You're just like, oh shit, you got fucking cat puke down there.
And that's the cat puke sucks.
You got a cat?
I have collectively I have 5 cats. But okay, so let's say
Hey, did you ever notice how high that guy looks?
yeah, he looks like he's gonna start talking. He does. What you gotta do, get the little red marker and put the little veins in it.
That's what we gotta do.
Yeah. You gotta get the fine tip one though.
And then my kids will always wonder why there's like red lines in there until they get to be like 16 or something. They're like, oh yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, that's
wishful thinking.
him.
Give
That's
them
him.
until 11 and they
Or
start
11.
talking.
Yeah, I know nowadays. Fuck.
Yeah.
For me, it was like 16.
The shit my daughter asks me right
15.
now, man, I look at her. She's 11. I'm like, what the?
Whoa.
Yeah. You go talk to mom or grandma. Have fun.
Got a phone. Then you get a phone.
Yeah,
and
my
you
daughter hasn't had
you
a.
can, like,
I got her phone, but I never gave her service. I gave
No?
it to her so she could like
play
just have it to
games?
fuck around with, like play games, watch Netflix.
Oh,
I think
okay,
11's a little too young for my personal.
Me
I know
too.
parents that completely agree different wise, but that's fine.
Dude, I'm going to try to get one of those phones where it's like, you know, you can't get nothing on it. It's just a phone to like call.
What are they called?
Like,
Jitterbugs?
is that what they're called?
I remember
they have
it's
those
something like that. Ladybug or
like
jitterbug.
right now. They have those where it's
They're
just
for old
like,
fucking people. It's just
yeah,
like
just call and
everything's
and text
extra
or
large.
something. Yeah, right. Just call an extra large. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Or extra large text.
Well, I let my daughter have a Snapchat with family
You need one of
members.
these yet or no?
No, I got one right here. I'm good. But I let her have Snapchat with friends.
You need one? A light?
And she
What's going on? A light on?
oh shit.
Oh, a light. I'm like, what the fuck?
One of these boys.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
That's what I got. There you go.
It's a little beer break. That's what I think.
Yeah, a little beer break.
Little beer break.
There you go.
Yeah, but fucking some of the shit my daughter comes to me with is she just turned 11 and I'm just like, all right, we're not gonna talk about this anymore. It's
Right.
It's different.
11, man. Yeah, you're not even like to a teenager yet.
Yeah, I got a 1-year-old. He's cool as fuck.
I was fucking lame though, dude. Probably for a while when I was younger. I didn't really give a shit about a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't give a fuck. Like I'd play games or fucking.
I was pretty simple.
I wasn't like concerned about a lot.
Yeah, he's
Like,
I'm just
when
free.
I think about it, you
I'm
know,
just hanging out, you know.
yeah, I'm just hanging out
Until I had to
People
take
be
care
like,
of shit, then I take care of shit.
yeah, yeah, or people would be talking about like girls or like fucking all this other shit. And I just be like, I don't really care. Like for a
Yeah.
while,
I get what you're saying because I
You
I
know?
was always interested. Oh, I take this back. It took me till about like 12 or 13 to start getting into girls. Like, I mean, I always was into girls, but like to like pursue and give a shit. Other than that, man, I was just cool with hanging out with my boys, smoking weed, and like.
see, but I didn't even smoke weed until I was like 15. 15, 16.
I think the first time I actually got, I was like shit, like 11 or 12.
11 or 12.
I remember me and my buddy were just he had this old ass Vietnam vet that would like for like $5, bro. We'd like fill up a fucking bag of some dirty ass weed. Probably was like full of bugs and mold and shit. But man,
Yeah.
hey, we roll up into a bunch of little tiny joints
Right.
and walk around, just find somewhere to smoke them. Get so high we didn't even know, you know, it was bad.
Right.
It was too high. You know what I mean? It's like it was, yeah, but it was fun. We were like 11. Who gives a shit?
Right. Yeah, dude. I think it was my buddy. He smoked weed, but I didn't. And I think it was. Here you go.
Somebody.
What's
It's
homeboy's
not our
name
kind.
again?
That's Joe.
Okay, Joe. I was gonna say Joe. Then I thought Jeff, and I didn't want to say the wrong thing.
Like I just rather ask.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah. So we were friends for a while. I was dating this fucking chick. She was just texting and stuff. I was like, I think we're gonna break up. He's like, all right. Well, if you break up, you're gonna smoke one of these. I was like, all right. all right, though, let me go take care of this business.
Was it really
Took care.
pulling your arm though? Did you like nah?
Well, before that point, I was like, yeah, right. I was like, but maybe I will want to, because
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be serious, at that point. But it was still only like months into the relationship. It wasn't that long.
Yeah.
But so I was like, huh. So did the conversation, whatever. Came back and then we smoked it. So we smoked the joint, and I didn't really get that high. The first time I smoked, I didn't get that high because, of course, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna smoke." So then we called my other best friend and stuff. We all get together, because they all smoked. I didn't. I was that guy.
The new person.
I was that guy. Like hung out with everybody, but I didn't smoke.
Were people always like looking at you like, hey, you want to smoke this weed? And you're like, no, what, pussy.
You're right. Yeah, no, I'd be like, no.
I was the guy always like, come on, pussy. You want to smoke. I was horrible. When it's like, get into drugs. You like drugs.
Yeah, you like drugs. Yeah. So, then we did. And then it wasn't until like the second time we smoked. Maybe it's because it was a smaller circle or something. But then I kind of really got high. And then I was like, I got really fucking hungry.
You hear that from most people say that, though. The thing always used to be the first time you don't get high.
Yeah. And then people would be like, oh, bullshit. And I'm like, I don't know. For me, it kind of was. It was kind of like,
I got high. I didn't get, I think the better term would be I didn't get stoned.
Right.
I got high. And it was just kind of like very light, very crispy. And it was like, I don't know if I was just high off of fucking the thought of me being high and the, but
or the high of like, did you smoke around with a bunch of people first time?
No, it was
just one person.
It was just only one dude I was smoking weed with at the time, my buddy Eric.
Oh, see, I had a bunch of people. Well, maybe like 7, I guess. Or 6.
I grew up with him in my old neighborhood, and then and then when I moved away, me and him still maintained me. I knew this dude I'm 38, dude. I've known this dude since I was 4, and he's like 41, I think, or some shit. But anyways, so he's a little bit older than me. So we're like, all right, well, we're gonna, get high, and we're gonna do this. And I think we pretended to be high more.
So how old was he at the time?
Probably 13.
13, and you were 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
11-ish, 11, 12, something like that.
Yeah.
But, so I don't think we're kind of high. But the second time that I smoked, I remember walking down Ann Arbor Trail in Westland up to a gas station. My mom gave me and my buddy Eric $20 each for the weekend. And we went out to, and this is a lot of money in fucking 1994, what I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
95, something like that, 94, 95, somewhere around there. And going into that, we spent all of our money. And I remember walking down Ann Arbor Trail, and my fucking arms are going like this. They're just like kind of wobbling, like noodles and rubber bands. And so I'll remember that the rest of my life. And then I went into my Jehovah's Witness grandfather's house. And proceeded to try
not enough
to
room for you in this 144,000.
Sorry, Grandma. Sorry. But for
44,000.
That's a rough break, man. So it's like it doesn't matter if you work
350 million people in fucking United States alone.
Yeah, it's like damn.
Jeez. Was it 7.6 billion people in the world?
Your odds are not looking very good.
It's not looking very good for anybody. Live how you want to.
Yeah. We went and sat there. We were playing like Super Nintendo or some shit. And I remember being so high. My dad walking in. My dad would only care if my mom made him. You know what I mean? So It was like he walked in. He's like, "You all right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Don't leave the room." And I was like, "All right." So about an hour later, I felt like an hour, probably like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We were playing like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or some shit. And then my dad's like, "Let's go home now."
Oh, which one?
The second time. Or
the Ninja Turtles.
Shit, it was Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time.
Oh fuck. I don't know the names.
I remember that. It was like the third
it was on Super NES, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was old as hell. But that game was dope, and I remember.
I only remember the fucking Nintendo ones.
Those were cool too, though.
The first one was a fucking bitch, but the second one, I still never beat, but we were really good at that one.
The second one was just like the arcade ones that they're
those ones I liked
games.
that. Yeah. The 2, you got the 2 on the screen.
Yeah.
The first one was like way more pixelated shit. Yeah, that one was hard.
Well, that was Nintendo, like Nintendo, like that was like I'm pretty sure like a Nintendo design game, but like the second one is like from the arcade, so they tried to make it sweet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was good for what it was, It's just
No, it was really good.
yeah, actually, dude. But if you ever go play the arcade ones, those 4-player games, those things are dope.
Oh yeah,
those things are dope. Fucking, you had to pick what turtle you wanted or what character. Or like that. The Simpsons. The Simpsons had a game like that too, like a beat 'em up. Marge had the vacuum, be knocking motherfuckers out.
Yeah, dude, the Simpsons ones too. Yeah, those were.
You could pick your character. It's like that was always.
I had a Nintendo Simpsons game too. I can't remember what it was called, but like it was all different kinds of games. Look it up, John.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember. Bart's Nightmare.
Simpsons. Bart's Nightmare. I think that's what it was.
There's one
Look
more.
it up,
like
John.
There's Krusty something.
Oh, I don't know.
Those games were hard as shit, but they were fun. They were fun.
Yeah, they were. They had all these different like mini games in it. They had like puzzle ones too. Throwing the food at the lunch people or something.
He's all Nintendo'd out. Look, show him your thingy.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
I got one at the house, but it hurts when I wear it because I got a belly. So
Bart's Nightmare, Virtual Bart. No, go Virtual Bart. That's the one I think I'm talking about.
Krusty's Fun House was the best one of that I played. Actually, those were all really, really good games. The Simpson arcade one was the one we were just talking about. That one was kind of weird. I didn't like that one.
This is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is when they tried to make it like kind of like use like 3D stuff. It was weird.
Dude, it was a weird game.
They were all kind of strange.
Is there any YouTube footage of it?
Krusty's Funhouse was dope though. It's crazy. It's got
I never played that one.
Look at that's my E Honda pose.
E Honda.
That's E Honda. We call it E Honda. Look at all that sex. Look at the hair blowing in the wind.
Sex.
That was all intentional.
Was it windy or did you have a fan?
We were in fucking Southwest Detroit, and we just pulled over. Like, man, that alley looks like shit. Let's take some pictures back there.
Right.
And my at the time our drummer Sam.
Anything that looks like shit.
Yeah, right. It's like,
yeah.
But his
go back to that Virtual Bart.
His then girlfriend, bro, Brittany was
go to that top one there,
taking dope ass pictures of people just out of random. We're like, well, stop.
We'll just
stop, and we did
stop. Fucking ads. Any piece of shit place you're going to fucking take pictures. You're gonna want to take pictures at. If you see graffiti on the walls,
yeah,
that's an immediate
let's do it.
Band photos here. Well, especially around where you live, dude. You can find an abandoned place like fucking.
Oh yeah, dude. There's abandoned house 2 doors down, man. Fucking
shit.
Yeah, my neighborhood kind of sucks. There's a lot of it's good.
Dude, I've explored
a lot of the abandoned houses that filled in.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking. Dude, how is that like going to one headphone ear to the other?
That was cool.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is bringing me back. Oh, dude.
That's what it said.
This is weird. Click way into it. Yeah, click there. Yeah. This fucking shit used to piss me off so much. Paper. I don't even know if I ever got to this point.
No, it seems like it's. I don't remember this part.
I do not remember this
but
part.
I don't remember this part.
Go back to the beginning with the trees. You'll see trees.
Yeah, there's I know what you're talking. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
tree. Yeah, this part
didn't make it past the first fucking level.
Fucking A, dude. This is so hard.
Yeah.
Dude, how does this shit have like Dolby surround sound?
It's in there, right?
It is.
I started appreciating it immediately. I was like, look at that. I'm not sure what's going on. Don't touch the clothes, right? Ding ding.
Oh no, you just
you
can kick
that motherfucker.
I remember that. I remember you could shoot the thing. Dude, I was so young playing.
What's the cat's name? The dog.
What
was
is
Santa's
the cat's name?
The cat. The Snowball. Yeah, because the dog was Santa's little helper, right?
Yep. Santa's little. Yeah, that episode. Dude, all right, click way into it, like fucking somewhere. Oh yeah, this shit was weird as fuck too.
They were all
them
weird
crusties,
games.
Dude. Them crusties fucking get me.
You know what else was kind of reminds me? Not really. Well, this reminds me of any platform game, but like the Beavis and Butthead games.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead, right? Is that the one where you could like fart on people and shit?
Yeah. Well, it was weird because
all right, look that one up, John.
They came out.
Fuck
Sega's and
Simpsons.
Super Nintendos were completely different. So if you had both systems and you bought both the games, they're completely different games. They're nothing alike. Like Sega's was like a go find shit and figure out puzzles and like
Sega's.
yeah,
Okay.
but Super Nintendo's was like what we were just watching, kind of like the Simpsons.
This
game.
one right here, up there.
Yeah,
SNES?
the NES game is like the one we were just talking about, like kind of like
Yeah.
platformy. The Sega's one was a lot better.
Oh, okay. I think this is the one I might have played though.
And Sega's,
I never
you
had
to go
an
find Guar.
the Super Nintendo. I never had that one. I had Nintendo and Sega, and fuck, we didn't get another one until I think I got the Dreamcast.
Your Dreamcast was dope.
Because we didn't get a PlayStation 2 because my cousin had it. We went there like every fucking
That was
weekend.
cool.
That was cool.
And I think like you could press buttons and make them keep
cool.
laughing. So it's like
2-player, dude. Shut up,
That was
Davis. Are we gonna score?
Hey, the funniest shit, dude, is when they start having like laughing fits. So like, because it was like it wasn't even funny. It was just so stupid. It was funny.
And the great Hollywood.
Oh yeah. That's how they talk to one another.
Yeah, no shit. They just put it right in the game.
It's like the minions from fucking Despicable Me, just making weird ass noises and communicating. There's a word in there somewhere.
Dude, watch us get flagged for this on the copyright for YouTube. Like, no. I'll be like,
This is
fine,
not.
just
No,
mute
it's
it.
this is not
Highland High School. It said too.
It's Hayland High School
Hey,
in Rubo Mall.
Highland High School. It says though.
No, I was talking about YouTube. So
Oh
let's
yeah.
change the name of Highland.
Okay. A little late.
I was trying to be in
These motherfuckers, dude. I don't know if this is the one I played.
No, you
now
played
that
the
I see
Sega
it.
one
I
for
played
sure.
the Sega one.
It's different.
I go to the Sega one, dude. Fuck it.
This
We gave
was like a
enough
game
time.
that you just
Elvis
picked
was
up.
here.
Oh,
I can't believe there was one for this one too. All right, John, go to the fucking Sega one.
The Sega one's way fucking better. At the end, you get to dance with Gar. You press buttons and Butthead be going like this. It's great.
Oh, Genesis
Yeah.
playthrough. Okay. Sega. Oh no.
Nothing like it.
Yeah, this is the one that. Yep. I remember the music funnier than anything.
Right here. Spent a lot of time back there. Oh, he already knows the code. You're cheating.
You motherfucker. Hell yeah, dude. I already know all the
He's just
codes
going
and
right
shit.
through
I'm
it.
gonna make a playthrough.
Damn. You gotta look around for that code first.
Hell yeah. These are
Well,
just
you had to
highlights and
combine
shit.
all this shit together to make something and go do something else.
Of course.
Yeah, so but
That's how these fucking games ran.
But the Super Nintendo game wasn't like that at all. It was just like you just had to run around and pick up shit and kill shit.
Right.
I was like, this one's way better. It's so much sweeter.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like fucking Sega and shit. It just fucking brings me back.
Yeah, right. This is a little nostalgia is an understatement. It makes me feel fucking old, but
Dude, yeah.
it's okay.
All right, fuck this game, John.
But yeah, we were at somewhere. Hold on, I'm gonna remember. Hold on.
Where were we at with it? You're gonna remember?
Oh, Faggot by Corn.
Oh, wow.
That was the shelved. I remember
that.
that.
Was like 20 minutes ago. We were on Faggot by Corn.
Faggot
Yeah,
by
do you
Corn.
like write this shit down?
He should,
Somehow
dude. It'd
we
make
just-
Damn, man.
it'd make making my clips easier. You know, like when I make
Somehow we
clips
kinda
at the
got
end.
on a
Timestamps
couple
is a
detours.
memory
You
lapse.
should. You should time mark stamp shit when you're like, oh, that would be a good clip.
Memory lapse.
That'd be a good
timestamps.
clip to make. Timestamp.
That's when Dwayne did Whiteface.
I'm like dead serious about that.
He did Whiteface.
Whiteface.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
Want to know why? Because fuck you. That's why.
It's 2016.
Yeah, probably. We were doing shit for a
That's
while. I don't even
Whiteface.
know. Damn, man.
Damn.
That was a long time ago.
All that shit. EC fucking W. I love that shit. So you fucking really into wrestling, huh?
I like wrestling a lot.
So what keeps you fucking just coming back to it? What really just makes you like, all right, I gotta watch? Do you watch all of them? Do you watch Raw, SmackDown? Do you watch all of it?
I like it all.
Right,
I
so
don't really
what keeps
fuck
you,
with
like-
WWE too much no more.
Okay, no, it's more like the what? ACW or whatever. What is it?
Okay, so there's like
What is
AEW.
AEW?
AEW, yeah.
Yeah,
They're new. Yeah, they're like kind of like.
It seems like they're really coming on. Like,
Well, they have the people that run it are richer than the people that run WWE. So
Okay.
when you have unlimited income, they're the people that own fucking the Jacksonville Jaguars
I don't know shit.
and a bunch of FIFA teams. I can't remember what the FIFA teams are. The Cons. And so they open up a wrestling promotion, and they're trying to go head to head with WWE. But WWE's been around forever.
Well, what's the G one? The GCW?
GCW. That's
Yeah.
like they're an indie promotion.
Yeah,
And,
but they're like pretty big.
Yeah,
Right.
they've gotten surprisingly a lot
that.
of.
I seen them on like Fight TV
Yeah.
or something, like being
They
advertised
do
for pay-per-views.
like 4 or 6 times a month. They do the little pay-per-views, and they're cool.
That's it?
Like, yeah.
They don't do anything else?
No, that's what they do, and they travel from them. So they
Oh,
just do
shit.
like they'll do like 2 shows in a weekend, and then like every like 3 months they do like sometimes like
There's
they'll do like during the spring they do like a whole weekend of shit. So there's like 3 shows in the same building, and you can buy their little like Fight TV package like $40, and there's like 10 events.
and
on
it's
it.
all different, wrestlers and
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Sometimes,
yeah,
sometimes,
just-
yeah.
sometimes
Sometimes
it's
you run a little thin.
So
yeah.
yeah.
Get back out there.
But they were they're relatively known for death matches. Like
Who's that dude that was like the king of death matches or something? What's his name?
Well, it
again?
depends on what you look at it. I'm a Cactus Jack guy.
All right. Well, I mean, nowadays.
Oh, it's probably I imagine there'd probably be some like probably like Nick Gage. I
Yeah,
guess.
that guy.
Yeah, Nick Gage.
Yeah.
He's like the modern day like.
I watched some of his matches when I seen this advertised.
He's
on
the John
Fight
Cena
TV.
of death matches.
So like it was advertised on my Facebook because I started following. I had a few wrestlers on, like the Sean Stockmeyer from the Nomads,
Okay.
and Jarvis Gray and Zach Wilkins. He was like an up and comer or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I got this going through, and I seen the GCW. I think this might have been even before them. So I started looking up the matches and stuff, and I was like, "Damn, dude, this stuff's actually like I can watch this."
It's,
even
it's good.
even if it was like people they're saying like, "Oh, they can't afford the sugar glass." That's real glass. Is it? Do you think it's real glass? Is it
Yeah,
real glass?
it
Right.
is.
So it's like, holy shit, man, because it didn't look like sugar glass when it broke, and I'm like, holy fuck, man.
Yeah,
Like this is I can watch this like on sitting down here. I can watch this shit.
Yeah, for sure. It's still a little bit like in terms of indie stuff, it's a little bit more digestible than like the problem with like WWE. WWE is catered to it's without going down the wrestling wormhole, you know what I mean, in terms of like their politics and all the stupid shit that goes on. If you're like you're a mark about it, you know what I mean. If you're really like into it, is it's the main product that they're trying to give you is a very like PG product, and
It is, dude. It's
so-
like not the Attitude Era.
yeah.
for sure.
Well, so we were in a time before the Attitude Era, and I will fucking die on this mountain. I think WWE killed the previous PC era. So in the mid 90s, there was a very PC era going on. Everybody, it was like it is today, but now today's a little bit more weirder. But it was like that, there's all these little groups, all these little organizations. Everybody's clamoring for rights, this and that, and things got weird. The country got weird, and it was everything. To give you an example, there's a movie called PCU. And PCU gives you an example of what was going on. When WWE started doing their Raw shit, you know what I mean? All the Attitude Era, I sort of got it, killed all that. Because 10 million people a week watching this particular program, that is foul as fuck. You know what I mean? You're like, all right, this is like TV, this is, cool.
Right.
And I think it killed that whole thing. Like made everybody kind of come back down and be like, hey, well, it's not that serious, You can show tits and ass on TV. It's all right.
Yeah, fucking Sable, the puppies, all the time.
Great. If you don't like it, you're missing the point of life. You know what I mean? It's
exactly. Well, I remember we would always be the ones like we would go to Blockbuster and shit, and we'd be renting all the old like pay-per-views
Yeah,
and stuff because
they're
they
fun
used
to
to always
watch.
have that shit. So we'd be renting all those all the fucking time just to watch the pay-per-views.
I had a video store by my house that was they were selling and they were done, and the owner, I was up to rent the video so much. He's like, "Hey man," he's like, "So long story short, at the end of the year, we're done." And I was like, "Oh really?" He's like, "So I'm gonna give you first dibs on the wrestling and horror movies."
Oh yeah,
for real. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "So just let me know." He's like, he's like talked about the whole tray. You know, he's like, it's like $300 something he wanted for it. I couldn't afford that. I was like, a little kid, but I ended up buying about 20 tapes, and it ended up costing me, I think, like $40.
Hell yeah,
and it was awesome. I was so happy.
Just
And I also bought like 20 like old ass.
You still got
movies. I should.
No.
I should. I never got rid of them intentionally, but I feel like I've only found a couple of them, so I'm hoping somewhere down the line I just misplaced them. But a lot of them they're lost during the shuffle of moving and shit like that. So
yeah. Oh, John, can you hand me some paper towel, please, right behind you?
That's an uncommon for me.
No, that's all right. It's definitely happened before.
At least it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, we got paper towel on standby.
That's how us Italians talk with our hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll leave that there because I'll probably do it again. We're clean now. We're good to go, right? Nothing? Oh, no, but for sure. My mom's the same way. She's like,
dude,
bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. But it's hard. It's hard too because I talk with my hands a lot too.
Yeah.
But not during the podcast. I try to keep neutral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That ADHD, man, just ain't working for me. I'm like,
dude. Dude, I've actually spilled shit too. Huh? What again?
Hey, dude, that's like a solid 6.5 hour drive.
For you?
Is that from here to fucking Columbus?
Oh yeah.
That's easily a 6 hour drive. That's a far trek, dude.
How far for you?
Fucking 4 hours, probably.
4 hours?
I guess 3.5, 4
Well,
hours.
where are you at over?
In Inkster, so like Garden City, Westland, Livonia area.
Okay.
So like a little bit outside of Detroit.
Yeah. North, right? Or is Inkster south?
It would be motherfucking the west.
Okay, just directly west.
Yep. Literally directly west.
Okay, yeah. I've heard of Inkster.
Yeah, it's pretty big over there. It's a shitty place, but yeah.
There's a lot of shitty places out there.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was out there like filming buildings and shit when we were doing the abandoned building stuff that I have on my channel, like we'd have people like I'd be out there like I carried like a big old tripod. So I had my tripod out there and my camera. I'd be like just taking shots of this building and people going by like, what the hell are you filming that building for? They're like driving down the street and shit. And I'm like, and I just wouldn't make eye contact. I would just be like, filming the shit. And they
better not be filming me. That's what you're.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Yeah.
Right.
Don't put that camera on me. That's for real.
Dude, we were at Cooley High School. This is when me and my wife went.
Yeah, cool.
Me and my wife went to Cooley. And that was like my first building I explored, and I was on the rooftop. She didn't want to go on the roof she didn't want to go. So I was like, all right, well, you just
blame
wait.
her.
I was like, well, you just wait down here. I'm going to get on the rooftop. So I eventually got her up there though, because it was too cool.
Yeah.
That's where you came across the old gun range they had in there.
I don't remember that.
So you get up on the roof, and the first thing you're going to see when you get up on the roof from the gymnasium is another structure like goes up like maybe like the size of regular ceiling or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're like, what the fuck is that? So in order to get to the other side where like the cool where like the bell was in the tower and stuff, you have to go through this building part, and you get in there, and it's an old gun range. There was like 3 ranges where you would line up, and and there was targets down at the other end.
Oh yeah, we used to be able to learn cool shit in high school.
Right.
So
Yeah. So I was like, wow, this is cool as fuck. So I've had to fucking bring her up there. But while I was up there, we had to like duck down because there was people that showed up. We were like, what the fuck is this? I was like, who the fuck is that? And there's just people just dumping trash and shit there, So we had to wait them
welcome
out.
Detroit.
Yep. There was there was a section down when we went in there. It was like down near the basement that was just full of like old paint buckets and shit, all this toxic shit just like thrown down there. I'm like, holy
stuff that costs money to get rid of.
Yeah, because you got to get rid of it. Yeah.
So
you got to pay money for it.
you ever hear about what countries? I think it might be Sweden.
Sweden.
And Sweden or
Sweden.
But they do a trash to energy. No, I got it. Oh yeah, I'll take one. That works.
Anybody else?
Anybody else need some beer?
Need some water?
Some water? You got water?
I got water. I got water. I got water.
They sell it on the corner by my house. $2 a bottle.
$2. So what about Sweden?
Oh, but yeah, but Sweden has a fucking. I believe it's Sweden. I could be wrong, but somewhere over there.
Only 1% of Sweden's trash is sent to
Yes.
landfills?
They create.
Good
energy.
job, John. John, congratulate you,
This
John.
guy's fucking awesome.
This is good.
But
Good stuff.
they literally they buy fucking trash from other countries to burn for fucking energy.
Oh.
And this isn't the only country that does it. But why the fuck
1
aren't we doing
million
that?
homes and electricity.
Why aren't we doing that right now? Do Michigan has a huge trash problem? Not only our trash problem, but we get Canada sends their fucking trash to us.
Why?
They pay us to send trash over here.
Just to put it in landfills?
Yeah, because by my house, by the airport, Metro Airport, there's tons of fucking landfills over there. You're talking mountains. They're just
Move the mic up a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Right there?
Yeah, dude. Oh,
you hear me?
that's great.
Can you hear the bass in my voice?
Oh, yeah. We can hear the bass. All right.
All right, back up. But they have a bunch of landfills over there. And long story short, dude, they got there's tons of them. They're huge. They're like maybe 100, like I'd say between 75 and 100 feet tall. They're huge. And they got little pipes with, there's little flame, like eternal flames coming out of them because they got to burn the gas that the trash creates. They're everywhere. Why the fuck wouldn't you send that to Sweden? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I understand. And get paid for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you do it? And welcome to America.
So, and you're,
Your triple gift today.
oh, damn. Fuck that. Goddamn ad. Fuck ads. It's growing on incinerating garbage. For years, European countries have built waste-to-energy incinerators, saying new technology minimized pollution and boosted energy production. But with increasing concern about the plant's CO2 emissions, the EU, Europe is now withdrawing support for these trash-burning facilities. Why? John, you can read and tell us about it.
Yeah. Give us the info.
Sweden, #1, though. So they're just burning this trash to and it's creating energy.
Yeah.
What if we can decorate this?
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. That's actually a good idea. I don't think my girlfriend would go for that at the house this year. We ain't put our tree up yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No, we have to go buy. We don't got a lot of space at the moment, so we went to Target last night to buy some shit.
Oh, the kids were too damn excited to fucking.
We went to Target and I went Christmas shopping for like 4 people and spent like $800. Man, that shit was insane. Everything's so expensive. This one's empty.
Right.
A little bit empty.
That's okay.
All right, we go. That one. Let's get over here too. Send me over. I want help. Let's hang a can and I help.
There we go. Oh yeah.
That's actually kind of good looking.
Not bad.
Wow. We could have
Not
done
bad.
worse. Oh, we're admiring our beer tree can.
Our beer tree. Oh
yeah, that's where we were.
Britain burns nearly half of its waste, more than it recycles. Wow. So what about
that? Made
the-
it sound bad though. That
So-
made it sound bad.
Yeah. What is so? Does burning it though? Like I don't know. Is it like? Yeah. I think it's greenhouse gases or something up there.
So what you're saying is they found a way to burn fucking trash to create energy, but they can't find a way to lower the CO2 emissions or turn the CO2 into something else.
Dude, fuck this. When is COVID gonna end?
Hey, wait, yeah, I was about to say, wait for that one to come. So yeah, at this. Oh damn, that's the fucking. But I don't know. It depends. Well, I don't know how to. It's really hard to say anything that's not gonna fucking make somebody mad. So I'm always constantly thinking like,
fuck that.
Long story short, it's not going to until, people like us stop listening to what we're being told.
Oh, dude, I know.
And that's pretty
System
much
of a
it.
Down said it best. Turn off the TV.
The problem is that your media organizations make a lot of money off of making sure that you.
They don't even have the followers that fucking
no.
Even podcasts have.
No,
you know what I mean.
Joe Rogan is an example, dude. That guy fucking, if he says something, he could change. You know what I mean, depending on his opinion about shit. Fucking, regardless if you like him or not, something like that in general affects other people.
I think he gets a bad rap because I listen to him almost like religiously.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Not religious like a Joe Rogan says.
You enjoy his show, but you're not
show.
gonna. It's like listening to Bill Maher. It's like, hey man, this is enjoyable, but fuck, most of the shit you say can be kind of stupid.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I listen to him mostly because of the guests.
Yeah,
but I become a fan of his show, so I listen to most guests that come on his show.
He's got some good guests.
Even
there,
the MMA ones, I'll listen to those and everything too, just because it's just interesting to me. But he brings fucking people on there that are like smart as fuck. And
yeah, people that know what they're talking about.
The ones that annoy me the most is when, I don't know, maybe he like got high beforehand, but he like won't shut up sometimes. I agree with people like with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes he won't stop talking. And it's like, just let the smart dude talk.
Yeah, just give him a second. Well, he's like, it's almost like he's super intrigued and he's like forgetting that he's like got a show running.
Right.
He's like trying to get some information.
I
want to know. I want to know.
Yeah,
I
get it. But it's like, damn, let him talk. Let him finish, because they'll end up trailing off like we've done multiple times already. You trail off into something, you're like, well, wait a minute. What about?
We remember the conversation.
Yeah. Well, what about that? And then sometimes it don't wrap back around, and you're like, fuck. I wanted to hear what he was going to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But
he's had a lot of good people on there. I forget the guy's name, but one of the most interesting things I've heard on there so far is the guy that explains like the history of Earth in the last like 12,000 years, and about how like temperatures have gone up and down. And he's like talking about like it was so fucking cool. It was like an hour and a half long, just a YouTube thing. It wasn't even like Spotify stuff. It was like
when he was on YouTube.
Yeah, it was like an hour and some. I was really surprised how long, because usually you get clips from him that are like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh
long.
yeah,
just like hour and some odd minutes long. It was dope.
Yeah, before he went to Spotify, they were all on YouTube.
Yeah,
the whole things. What was his, Graham Norton or something like that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Is that right?
Yep,
Graham
you're
Norton.
Right.
Yeah, that dude.
He said, "Yeah, that was good stuff." Yeah, but back to like what you were saying about trying to having a forum to be able to change people's opinions. That's he could easily, what I mean, like influence a lot of people. I like, for the most part, I wouldn't call him neutral, but for the most part, he don't say shit. He thinks about what he says. You can't be perfect. You're gonna fuck up sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But he thinks about it before he says it.
Like who? Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, Rogan?
Yeah,
okay.
just so you know what I mean. So, but like I'm saying, but going through
Graham Hancock. That's what it was, not Norton.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's not him.
That's not him?
That's not the guy.
That's not the guy?
No.
Okay.
This guy's like a fucking.
I think we got it mixed up. Graham Hancock. That's who I was thinking you meant, because he's usually talking about like ancient aliens and stuff.
Yeah,
and
he looks familiar
right.
for sure. But the guy I'm talking about is like an older, heavy-set dude with long hair.
Whoa. Okay. Well, I listen to a lot. Joe Rogan's. I always listen. I'm at work, so I don't watch the videos to a lot of the shit. If I'm at home or something on a weekend, I might put the video on. But most of the time, I'm listening.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, but he when he went through his little thing where he had COVID and fucking, he said, "This is what I'm on." I feel
he
better,
listed off all that shit.
Yeah, it's
and
like
they latched onto the
and then you get
ivermectin.
media that fucking it's like, regardless of your opinion, if you don't like what he has to say, don't lie. And that's my biggest problem about it, is that media is so into mainstream
the horse
media.
dewormer shit.
Yeah, it's like, it wasn't horse dewormer, it was a fucking human drug that he was taking, and you were trying to claim it horse dewormer to make him sound like he's stupid. And then he got, what did he do, that Sanjay whatever
Gupta
dude.
one.
Yeah, he had him on there, dude. He was ruthless. He's like, "Hey, why would you say that? Why would you do that? Would you do this? You fucking lied. Admit you lied." No. He just offset and everything.
And then he tried saying, "Oh, I got you a gift," and gave him one of his masks that he sells. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, he's never like took it like it's not a real thing. He openly admitted that all the time that he tests everybody that comes in. He tests himself.
Do what you got to do,
You know, like, dude, that's, I don't know.
Until back on what we were saying in terms of like, if it's going to end, it's going to end when they're done, when the profit isn't there. And, going down that wormhole of trying to explain that is just fucking, there's a lot. Like before the news shows, like on CNN and shit, it'll say sponsored or brought to you by Pfizer. You know what I mean? That's enough fucking.
Exactly.
Come on, look at what you're seeing right there.
Well, before the Homicron that I call that came out recently.
The Homicron.
I put out a little news thing. Like I had got a green screen now, so I like put the green screen on. Like I did
put whatever I want back there.
Yeah, I did a little news. I was just throwing shit at the wall to see if it'd stick. Right?
Did you use anything? So green screen, real quick. Have you used it besides for anything? You gotta admit, you gotta put something back there, something weird. You've done.
No,
something.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
There has to be some fucking, even for personal, just
just fuck around. Like, I was already thinking like I get my kids doing something too, and like put the green screen. Like,
my daughter wants to be. Well, every kid now wants to be a YouTube fucking star, but my daughter wants to be a YouTube star.
So I did this news thing, right? And I just did the fucking. Now I forget what I was gonna say. What we were talking about.
Read about the news. It was
COVID.
Yeah.
Omicron.
Yeah, Omicron.
So I came out with how the Omicron virus thing was coming out like the day before the fucking like started like actually coming up on the news shit. I just seen one little article and it was talking about in South Africa or Africa or whatever where it started.
Yeah, South Africa, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the articles that followed once it was first announced were stating how it was less deadly, just more contagious.
That's what they said about the fucking lower. Delta variant.
But why did they keep saying how it's like a threat?
You said that
it's turning in. I read another article that said it took on traits or symptoms of the common cold. It's turning into a common cold virus. It's going to be around for forever, and then we're all going to catch, and we're all going to get sick or whatever. It's going to be like
it's about as deadly as that shit too. So it's like, and this is where you go down the slippery slope. You know what I mean? Like saying that how you feel about it.
Let's go to you or out there.
Y'all want to hit that?
Y'all want to hit that? Y'all want to say fuck that? We still never made it back to that.
Made it back to what?
Corn and faggot.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, running around the room on that one.
Hey, at least it's still there. So
it's
corn.
Still there.
This lighter right here.
Corn has a lighter. No, a song named Faggot.
Faggot. So this is. It's not FAGGOT.
Oh, what is it?
It's FAGET. I don't know if that's the same meaning.
Faggot.
I don't know if that's the same meaning. But anyways, about that. We'll fine. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of the corn thing. So long story short, we wanted to do I wanted to do it. And my singer Dwayne, dude, he's down for whatever. Sweetest man in the world, but dude, he'll do whatever just to be out there. He loves it. He's a true into his craft type dude.
Right.
And so we
we're name like Dwayne, you got to be
Dwayne. D-Wayne. He'll get mad. That's the only time he'll get mad, man. Is if you call him the D-Wayne. He don't like that shit.
No.
The
D-Wayne.
The D-Wayne. You hear me, boy? D-Wayne.
You hear me, boy?
Yeah. Oh, that's one of my best friends. I love him to death. He's one of the genuinely like kindest, best humans I've ever met in my life. Right. He gets up on stage and he gets in that mode. It's like you don't see him. But the idea of it was like, how can we make this shit offensive as possible without it being offensive because it don't mean shit? You know what I mean? Right. The context is there. So if anybody in the last 20, I think me and him looked today, the album came out in 94. So 94 in the last almost fucking 30 years. If you can't understand the context of the song, then you're not paying attention. So, but it does come with some other shots fired with it. And so it is, he was Jonathan Davis or whatever sing the song. He was always made fun of and called a faggot when he was a kid.
Right.
So, he's, why you got to treat me like this? Why'd I do this? Why'd I do that? And at the end, he starts killing people at school. So, you know what I mean? So, the word faggot isn't used in the context that people would think it would be. It is in, why would you call me this instead of calling somebody else this?
Right.
The whole concept of it. So, yeah, it would definitely make people feel funny. And I feel that's the off-putting nature of it. Most people would get it and be like, oh, that's cool. Most people that were, knew what it was would get into it like, oh, I get it. But the people that would stand back and they'd be bummed out and fucked up by it, like, oh, no, what is he saying? And I want that reaction more than anything. I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah.
It's not to, maybe it's to stir the pot. I don't know. Actually, no, I'm lying. It's exactly what it is to do. Because you're going to get mad at me, and I didn't even do anything wrong.
Well, that's the thing about like shit posting too online.
Yeah.
You post something like we were just talking about it like right before we started, where I said local rappers would be a lot better if they didn't rap about the money they don't have. Like I was just like, and it's a random thought. It's a true thought. Like it's definitely true. But I didn't expect to get like a reaction from it, And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, true that. And I'm like, there's people commenting on here like I don't even know.
Yeah, I was
like,
say, well,
they're
you
not
have
even my friends.
You have a podcast, and regardless of where it's at, you'll be surprised. People are always paying attention, especially if you say something that triggers.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, like I don't even know. Do I have like people like following me that I don't know? I don't know. Shares or whatever, but yeah, it's like, damn, yeah. And then you get the one dude on there who like says, "Oh, I have my own studio. I make $50 an hour or something." He said, and I'm like, okay, like I knew there was gonna be one person to come on here and be offended.
Congratulations, happy for you.
I don't see the point though. I don't see the point if you ain't got nothing to rap about besides the money. The only point I brought up in the last podcast, I guess. If you're like, all right, you got your future set, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to drop this record, and this is what's going to be that catapults me. Or does this go on there? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
this is going to be what catapults me. So you have this song that already talking about all this money you make.
Before you even made it. Yeah.
But before you made it, but you made it.
Yeah.
You made the money off of it. So now you can back it up. You can back it up.
Yeah.
After the song's made. I don't know if it's like just that leap that they're thinking, or they're just thinking like this is what's gonna make me sound good.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
Because I don't know, but again, I don't know. I'm just some white dude. Like I don't. Look,
what do you know?
Right. I don't look for
what
the
do I
money.
know?
I don't look for the money like part of it. I just look for like what when I hear it, I'm like,
this is what I like to do.
Yeah, that means something to me.
Yeah, well, that's why I was a big fan of growing up. Like, I try, and I'm not one of those people that are going to say that fucking I don't like music today because I just can't work with it. The truth is that I actually go out on my way to try and like it. I look at it of, not across the board. It's not bad. It's okay. But most of the shit you hear today is just fucking, to my personal opinion, it just lacks that soul, and it seems fake. So I remember listening to gangster rap in the 90s, and regardless if I believed what was happening, it seemed real. I ain't got shit, and then I came up to having shit. That was realistic to me. Right. If your first album is fucking money, 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 diamond, 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 it's like, well, what happened to the struggle? Where's the struggle? Where was the realism to it now? And that shit started changing like in the 2000s. Everybody was talking about yachts, money, ice, everything like that. Yeah. And it just, like I said, I just feel like it lost its soul.
Have you heard of John Penman?
I can honestly say no, not even at all.
Oh my God. All right. YouTube John Penman.
Not even at all.
All right.
But I don't get around much like on, I try, you know what I mean? Like to listen to modern music, but sometimes it's a little hard for me. Even keeping up on
John Penman, he's a local from the Detroit area. And you listen to rap, obviously still now.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Go to I wanted his virus. I think it's Virus. Scroll down. This is the one where he's dissing on some Virus. Do this one. I don't know if we'll be flagged for this, but I think we're already gonna be flagged.
No, I'm changing the beat right now.
I'll just tell him, be like, dude, release that shit.
It's a lot of motherfuckers like this. But I'll start with you. Hey villain, hey, where do we start? I heard you got a great team and you making the yard, taking the bar so low that a bitch can't limbo. You probably spend most days licking the windows. Most days, I know, yes, don't reply back. I know he can't help it. His mom, she smoked crack. And dad, wow, what a fucking tragedy there. Daddy bought you a studio because your daddy was a bitch can't limbo. You probably spend most days licking the windows. Most days, I know, yes, don't reply back. I know he can't help it. His mom, she smoked crack. And dad, wow, what a fucking tragedy there. Daddy bought you a studio because your daddy was scared. And you see your daddy was a bitch and his name was Aaron. Not a warp tour pass was enough to scare him. And Jordan kill cores got a core to kill you. Fat bitch, how the fuck you afford a meal? You fuck kids cause your own age knows the deal. Castrate yourself, hairline escape yourself. I hate yourself. I wake up and bake myself with Colton's there. I shake to awake myself. I said I'm 14. He said he's gonna rape myself. He said forces rocks when she suck my cock. I said force or not. I think I told you stop. Aaron Hopkins hopped in like force is hot. My cock's not small, it's the cold he's acting. And please send news cause you're young and happy. I know your dad's home, would you suck my peep? Aaron, man, I'm gonna have to fucking punch your teeth in. I've had about enough and you can't escape this. You can't start a band without a fucking rapist. On the surface, they purchase your trusted faces, but it might be the drummer or the fucking bassist. That's the reason that I'm making music alone, because I'm the only person I can trust in my bones. Unproblematic, so I stay in my own lane. I pray that these dudes stay the fuck at home.
Damn.
That was good. I enjoyed that. To John Penman.
John Penman. He opens for like metal bands and stuff too, you know.
And Antonio Hill taking Antonio Pill. You dropping DMs like a window on a Coupe de Ville. You got to foot the bill, you fucking shill. You got me thinking, what the hell is
He's
this?
calling like real people out with this shit too.
Hey, what I like about it is it's like it's just it's to the point. You know what I mean? It's
right.
It kind of reminds me of like a lot of old East Coast rap where there was no hooks and shit. It was just like hooks
just straight flow.
Yeah,
just keep going with it.
Hooks started coming out from the West Coast, and then that's where you used to get those like R&B singers on the hooks and everything. East Coast rap was never really like that for the most part. Think Wu-Tang Clan, old Wu-Tang Clan, or KRS-One, things like that. It was just a flow. Another person that has a really good one like this is it's an Eminem song. It's the first song on. It's called Premonition, and it's like just like an intro song, but it's just one long
straight
fucking
flow.
thing,
Like
awesome.
Yeah.
It's just. But yeah, this is
Go to Summoned real quick. We'll just play a little bit of that because that's my favorite song by him. Dude, this is a dude around your area. Dude, you gotta get a hold of him if you guys, you gotta fucking get a drummer. God damn it.
Yeah, dude, it's we're bummed out, man. But it is, the people that just gotta handle with their life and stuff sometimes, and this is how it is.
Turn this up a little bit, John. Dude, this is. Yeah, there you go. That's good.
Say this once. Say it again.
At least he's got a beard.
Don't provoke me.
No shit. Mine's weak.
Hell yeah.
Dude, hell yeah, dude.
Nice. I've never heard of him before, so yeah, definitely intrigued. That you gotta do something like that with your green screen, dude.
Right. All right, John. I don't know how much of this is gonna get muted. I'm gonna tell him before I release this. Hey, dude, we featured you on the fucking podcast. Maybe you can do something.
Don't sue.
Yeah, right. I've had shit muted. I did, Convalescence.
Yes.
I had Keith and Toby on, fucking way back. I don't know. I think 38. John, you should fact check me on that. I want to see if it was right. But I had them on, and I said, "Hey, can I do your?" They had just come out with their music video.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna put your music video like as the intro for this podcast. And he's like, "Yeah, sure." Well, fucking that
Didn't work that way.
no.
Yeah.
The copyright fucking didn't clear until like months later. After
Damn.
the podcast, are like already, like it's not getting as many views because it's not as hot.
So what do you got to do? You just got to give credit.
Yeah, I don't know what you got to do. That copyright shit pisses me off.
Yeah, you never really know. My buddy was always telling me he does like video game stuff. He's like, you never know what you can and cannot say. It changes. He's like, there's basic rules, but he's like, sometimes it changes.
Yeah. What was that?
Can you hear out of the microphone?
What was that, John? Was there something playing? Oh, it was he's gonna fact check me. Oh, it was the video playing.
Got to make sure you're all right.
All right, dang, he's gonna fact check me. Dang. You gotta go. Oh, dang. You just go to the playlist. Go to the playlist. And podcast.
Camping.
Oh yeah, dude. I got fucking weird, all kinds of shit on there, dude. Well, the camping stuff, dude. I just like filming shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking dude. That's the first one.
I like to film stuff, but I have to have something behind it. Like,
All right.
did I see my old buddy Tim Boy on there? I know all those fucking names.
Oh, I was wrong. Did we pass convalescence already? They're 30.
Keith.
Dang, it's
Keith's a
way
good
early.
dude. I like that guy a lot. I've had the fortunate experience of playing a lot of shows with them.
Yeah, dude.
I used to have them back at fucking Road Rangers a couple times too, dude. They were fucking
We played a
awesome.
show with you and Death Abides at New Dodge
Yes, I remember that.
with convalescence.
I remember. Yeah,
Yep.
I remember that show. That was a good show.
Yeah,
I played New Dodge a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
like
stopped playing New Dodge. I played New Dodge so much. It's like I need like a 2-year break, man. Because in 5 years we played.
Wasn't that something
30
about a
shows,
band? It's like, how do you not oversaturate your area and your market, but also command the town? Like, I think it was Hatebreed. And by the way, this is my experience with Hatebreed. They're fucking dicks. All right.
that
I never got to meet Jamie,
yeah.
but I think it was the drummer, dude. Like I think he was like, especially kind of like a dick, but I don't like hold it like completely against them.
Yeah,
You're on fucking tour.
Yeah, for sure.
You're on tour. You might have days where you're like,
The
fuck
weird-
this shit,
Yeah.
whatever. Cause I was that dude that was trying to give him our fucking demo CD.
Hey, dude, you want to take this?
Yeah, dude, I totally did. They took it. I think it was a guitarist or something. They took it, but they were just kind of like standoffish. I don't
Yeah.
hold it completely against them, but my experience, they were kind of dicks. to us.
Yeah. I imagine if you
I don't know
took
where that
that
was
out,
going,
I imagine if you took that out, you know what I mean? They probably wouldn't have. I can imagine some people just kind of getting weird about it. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck if I was them. Like,
Well,
sure,
no, I
dude.
started off like
Yeah.
with kind of like conversation. Then I said, here, like,
Yeah, okay.
here's our
Gotcha.
demo.
Said,
I didn't
"Here,"
just
throwing at 'em.
come up. Yeah, no, I tried to like do conversation at first.
You ever seen Hot Rod before? The movie Hot Rod?
Yeah.
You see where that fucking one dude, he's
Andy
going to have,
Samberg.
yeah, well, that one dude, he's handing out flyers. He always does this.
Yeah.
And he fucking takes the flyers and throws them at people's faces. That's what you were doing with the demo, man. He was just like, bam.
Pretty much, like, yeah, here, like, look, when
Take
am I
my
gonna
shit.
drop?
Wah.
Yeah, we were talking about, dude, another last podcast reference. We were talking about like how he was like, how online, you want to start conversations with people.
Yeah.
People
Kind
that
of the
like
point, right?
people that like your shit, on your page, your band page, and they might comment. You want to, conversate with them, get a little more personal, and it's just like, so you're like planning the whole time when you're gonna drop this album drop,
Yeah.
like, oh, check this out, the whole time.
We're friends.
Is it really fake or is it friends? Or
Yeah.
like, when am I gonna plan this out? I mean, it's all a fucking thing, because
Yeah.
you don't know some of these people that comment on your shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes you got to be careful because, like,
Oh,
some
yeah.
people they'll give you the
Yeah,
the
like
berries.
like somebody today subscribed to the page and said, "Oh, great episode! I'm gonna go watch some more." I was like, "So how do you handle this comment?" Because
don't
you,
pick their brains.
you don't want to pick their brains, but you want to invite
Yeah.
them in and tell them a little bit more about whatever is on the page or whatever. You gotta like craft it.
What are they called when you do clickbait and shit? But it's like the right way to do it. The wow words. There's like particular words that you want to use to like pull people in. You got to do it the right way.
Yeah, like TikTok. You got one
Yeah.
of those yet?
Yeah, I got one for the band, which I
Right.
only used when we were doing shows. And I was
Yeah.
trying to
That's one of those things
I
that you got to
do
be
this shit by
consistent
myself,
with.
man. It's like, it's a lot, dude. In between Instagram, Facebook, Bandcamp, this and that. It's like,
Dude, it's so much.
I have an agenda here that once we have all this new material done, because we have a lot of it, getting that all done, and then being like, all right, so we're reopening all the Facebooks and everything, and everything's going out evenly. This is here, that's there. Man, so much fucking work, dude. It's daunting, man. It's like, dog. People think that this doesn't take time. It's like this is 6 hours of my day going through all this shit. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, but it's yeah, I know what you're saying. Fucking,
you got to be consistent. You know, like TikTok wants to see like you posting videos almost like every day.
yeah,
And it's hard. It's hard when you only have like limited content. And you're like, I'm not going to sit
What are
on
you gonna
here and do these trends that they want to see.
yeah.
You know, like that you when you're flipping through.
Well, if you think about it, like, how would you go about, like, there's some people that just do random shit and they get huge for it. Like, look at, let's just be realistic, like the Paul brothers. These motherfuckers are morons.
Oh, yeah.
But they were smart enough. Everybody will talk shit. I'm not a fan, but, like, everybody will talk shit about them, but they got fucking rich off of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About being controversial and being full of shit. That's it. That's literally why they're fucking millionaires.
Right.
Well, how do you take that into a market where it's not so fucking stupid and like more like, you know, fact based and, you know, like real, you know what I mean? And it's hard to do.
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
Just like it's fucking hard to like get people over COVID. To wrap it back around
So,
where
let's,
it fucking
but
came
yeah,
from.
hey, okay, so absolutely, yo, in general, that shit is like,
Dude,
let's just be realistic.
realistic here, man.
I had COVID really, really bad. in
You
March.
did. I want to hear about that.
It was horrible.
You had it. Did you have it twice? Or
No, I was.
You were. I have. A
I
few
was
people
about
that had twice.
positive about a month ago that I had it again because it was
Oh, okay.
fucking.
All right.
The symptoms were fucking identical to the first time I had it, and so I was just assuming I was. Like, when I got tested, I was fine. I guess I had the flu, but the first time I had COVID, the flu, yeah, that. I gave him COVID.
Huh?
I gave him COVID.
You gave him.
I gave him COVID. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And let's just and not to, you know, throw his shit out there, but he's got some fucking crazy health issues. Like,
Okay.
he went right through that shit.
Right through COVID.
Yeah, he went right through it. You know what I mean? The shit they say that you'll die from if you catch COVID, he did not. You know what I mean? So he was fine. But yeah, I gave it to 12 people. And but I didn't fucking know. There's like no way I could have known. So I see how it spreads.
So, yeah, I gave it 12
But
people.
me and my girlfriend got it real bad. I got it real bad. Like I was a moderate case, I guess you would say.
Okay.
And so
Moderate.
So I started off.
You got it real bad.
Yeah, it was like compared to being in the hospital and on a ventilator or fucking dying. You know what I mean? I was pretty moderate, but to me it was bad. It was probably the worst flu pneumonia I've ever had in my life.
So what were your symptoms like hardcore?
I went to drop off a U-Haul truck from moving, and on the way back home, I just felt fucking weird. Like couldn't even explain. I just felt like, I don't know if you get when you get the flu and you're like, all right, I'm getting sick. It was just before that where you're questioning what the fuck's wrong with me. Why do I feel weird? I get home and then I'm laying up and I'm like, all right, well, I'm getting the flu. And the next day I felt better. He came over. We smoked weed. And we watched, because it was a Tuesday. I got it, the Tuesday that I was sick. Wednesday I felt completely better. He came over. We smoked weed. We watched wrestling. He went home. And then Thursday my boss calls me and I didn't feel good. And she's like, yeah, go get tested for COVID. And I'm like, so that's why I'm sick. And she's like, yeah, there's like 9 of us that have it.
Oh.
And they shut my work down and everything. So I go get tested, and I got from Thursday to Saturday, I got the test results back, and I was positive. By Saturday, I felt fine, but I started going like nonstop. I couldn't catch my breath ever. So I was like, well, I'm going to the fucking hospital. And so I went to the hospital. They said, if you have shortness of breath, go to the hospital. Listen to the media.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go. Do exactly what they tell me. I go to the hospital. They're like, go home. You're fine. And I was like, you have COVID. We know this. Your blood or your pulse oxygen index is at a certain level. You're good to go. As long as it doesn't go below here, you're completely fine. You'll be fine. So I go home, and then about 3 days later, I'm still having the problem, but it got really bad. I went back to the hospital, and they're like, listen, dude, just go home and ride this out. You're fine. So after that, I started feeling completely fine. On the 15th day, I was good. But then, like a couple days later, I started feeling a little bit weird. Felt like I had a bar in my chest. Went to the urgent care. I was like, I have pneumonia. And they're like, okay, we'll test you. Well, they checked me out, did x-rays. They're like, yeah, you have pneumonia.
Oh, damn.
So that didn't even affect me even. It was like, I would say walking pneumonia, but I had pneumonia before, and it makes you feel like.
I don't think I've ever had pneumonia.
It was like, I felt like I had a bar across my chest right here. It
just
was
like
weird as hell.
pressing?
Just like, yeah, it was all the time. And she's like, yeah, that part of your lung isn't working right now. I was like, that's fucked up.
Oh, really?
And she's like, yeah, you'll get, most people, you know what I mean? She's like, you're fucking big dude. She's like, a lot bigger people get pneumonia after they get COVID. And I was like, all right. But
Really?
she's like, you're fine. Antibiotics, go the fuck home. And I was better. Had crippling anxiety for a couple of weeks, so it was weird. It was fucking weird, dude. Like, I'm not anxiety. I have no anxiety about shit. But for some reason, some people that get COVID get anxiety. And I'm going to tell you something. I'll take it again.
Have you ever had anxiety beforehand?
No. It was just, I don't know if it was the stigma from everybody saying you're going to die or if it actually had to do
So
with the
were
virus.
you having like chest pains and stuff?
Giving them to myself a little bit. It wasn't like an everyday thing, but I did feel it within the 20 days that I was like adversely affected by the whole situation. I felt that maybe twice.
Dude, anxiety, that's what it'll give you. I mean, that's what I had.
It was before we went to go to bed. Like, I go to bed and I lay down and I felt like the fucking, dude, like the stars were falling on me, just impending doom. And I had to get up and I go smoke some weed. And I
Dude,
go.
yeah.
And after that, I kind of just forgot it ever happened. But I've been around people that have had COVID. I never caught it again after that. But after I got sick a couple weeks ago, I was.
You were thinking it was.
Dude, I was positive. They're like, no, you don't have COVID. I was like, I'm sick as shit. I'm going home.
I'm going home. Yeah.
5 days out of work, bad. It was bad.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet.
No, it's
but
not.
I believe I will at a certain time. It's just gonna be, like eventually just keep weakening and weakening. And
yeah,
it's just gonna be around forever.
If it's gonna be around, it's gonna be around. What the fuck you gonna do about it? The flu will kill your ass too. If you're sick,
hell yeah,
the flu will fucking kill you. Anything, and pneumonia will kill you. You know what I mean? It's just another new. Where do we think we're gonna go through the rest of humanity with no new viruses added to the melting pot?
Dude, have you seen like the Rumble video? You know, like Rumble.com.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Not.
Have you ever seen that like COVID video they did on there, dude? It's fucking. All right, John, go to.
Get the Rumble video off of Rumble.
It's on my favorites. Just bring it over to the screen. I'll point you to it. All right, go to the arrow there, by Amazon. The arrow is next to Amazon.
Not to the porn.
Yeah, go to. Fauci's Kids down there.
Chick with a dick. What's that?
Fauci's Kids. Click that one.
Yeah. You catching on about Fauci's family now, huh? No.
Dude, this shit is crazy as fuck.
Yeah, right?
All right, click on the video.
But this shit don't exist, though.
Dude, this shit's probably going to get banned.
We're all
from
crazy
YouTube.
right-wing conspiracy
Dude,
theorists.
If this podcast
Trump
goes to
lovers.
shit, it's because I played this video. I go all the way to the beginning. See, I watched this whole thing. Dude. All right, play it.
What the fuck did that say?
All right. Dude, this fucking video.
That beginning part
weird as
was
fuck.
horrifying to begin with.
And I recognized early that this was going to be the medical challenge of our clinical and academic careers, and I did not want to be on the sideline. I was not going to be one of those that was going to watch others in this epic battle. And it's a battle certainly of mankind versus the virus, but I think in many ways it's a battle of good versus evil. And okay, but something that's really not for right anymore, kids.
I say yes to my
Kids.
4-year-old.
Simple question, Dr. Malone. What's the risk for a kid, a healthy child with COVID, of being seriously
Listen
sick
real
or
quick.
dying? What's the real risk?
The real risk in common language is about 0.
Oh. Oh. That's only one guy.
The only thing that collapses, it's not going to collapse on the motherfuckers at the top.
Don't you think that they need class against class to keep
That's
them
the point.
distracted
That's how you
against
keep business
one?
rolling.
Race against race, poor white people fighting poor black people.
Most of the work we're going to do to be ready for pandemic 2, I call this pandemic 1.
You hear that?
So
He's so fucking stupid. He tells on himself.
prepare for the next one. That, I'd say is
I'm autistic.
will get attention this time.
He's like, yeah, you
do this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah.
That piece of shit up there, I never liked you.
Piece of shit.
Trust her.
Ally in that fight to protect their bottom line, human lives be damned, our own supposed savior of global public health, Bill Gates.
You've never seen this ever in human history. I told you about the spike protein in myocarditis, neurologic injury, immunologic injury. There is a spike protein-induced disease, Alex, that occurs about 2 weeks after the vaccine. It's called vaccine-induced thrombocytopenic purpura, VITT. It has its own acronym now. In medicine, there's bleeding from the gums and mouth. There's a hemolytic anemia, blood in the urine. Patients go into renal failure. They develop thrombosis at the same time. It can be fatal. It's very serious. The 2 chairmen of the FDA Scott Gottlieb, who's my contemporary, a little bit younger. He's actually on the board of Pfizer, and he's advising America on MSNBC
fucking him up
about vaccines. He's on the board of Pfizer.
Well, hold pause that shit for 1 second.
One who followed him.
What fucks that up right there is the fact being of what show he was on while he was fucking doing that.
Right.
It made him look fucking stupid immediately. So that guy could have every fact in the fucking info fucking more. That shit. Listen, I don't hate Alex Jones. I think that a lot of time, I think he's passionate. I think he's a capitalist piece of shit, but he's passionate and he fucking can grab your attention. But he's fucking an extremist, just like any other, to the thing. Going on his show, fuck you, and the thing is, because I don't hate him, but he fucking shoots himself in the foot nonstop. And it's like, so somebody that's gonna go up there,
he does, but he's been right about a lot of
he's
shit.
Not,
though.
no, that's what I'm saying. A lot of things he is right about.
Isn't it like? Yeah. So isn't it hard?
Yeah, that's the problem with he's been.
It's just like the regular,
real version of canceled. He is the fucking the first canceled. That is the person that was canceled
with the Sandy Hook shit.
Everything, and, you know what I mean. And everything he says he gets canceled on because he's right there. You talked against dead white kids, and you fucking that were killed by a fucking mentally ill blah blah whatever extremist that was a big gun nut. You know what I mean. We need to ban multi-clip. That type of shit, and that's exactly what you see right there. Is fucking. You killed it right there. He's just unbelievable immediately to the fucking public.
Well,
eye.
once it gets more into like it's religious.
They should blank out that
religious
background.
Based.
Yeah.
A lot of it's religious based. So then it goes into more of your religion type stuff.
Pfizer.
But but when they show some like clips of all these fucking like babies and people like dying and shit from it, and it's like. It keeps going for like it's like a couple minutes long. And they're flashing them like, dude. You're like, holy shit.
You can go look, and everybody will argue the credibility of shit. It's like going on to Snopes. You can go on to Snopes, and most of if it isn't politically. If it isn't politically against, if Snopes for the most part will give you good information
for the most part.
But if it isn't if it's against their political spectrum
narrative,
they're gonna fucking go. You know what I mean? Like that's
it's so hard, dude, to decipher anything.
Well, and all of us do it, no matter what way we look at it. But you got to find the way to be as on the middle as possible, and we don't have a whole lot of that right now.
There is no middle ground.
No,
there's no like willing to hear the other side.
Everybody leans one way or the other. It's impossible to be straight down the middle. But the goal is to be as fair and impartial as possible, and that just doesn't exist today. We don't have that.
Dude, a lot of my timeline is filled with like opposite viewpoints.
Yeah, I don't say shit. Would you do?
It's like right. Me too.
Yeah, whatever.
But it's like you say one thing and it's like holy shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like you're like damn man. Is it like everybody on me or You're like, damn.
Yeah,
So it's like-
yeah, for sure. No, absolutely. So like, I post shit sometimes.
But I don't like to live in a tunnel where it's just everybody always agrees with you.
Yeah, that would
So I
make
wanna,
shit really
like, learn
weird.
shit.
Yeah,
I
that would
wanna
make stuff
learn shit.
awkward. It's like, oh, we all believe the same thing. It's like there's no ideas being exchanged. There's no
Right.
fucking forward movement.
Right.
I read something one day. It was kind of cool. I liked it. It was like, smart people come up with ideas and they talk about ideas in groups. Like stupid people talk about one another.
Oh.
And I fucking loved it. You know what I mean? And no matter what, we're all fucking gossiping ass people. We all do it. You know, it is what it is.
Right.
But sit down.
That was a mistake.
That was and we got another one in. We need 10 more. So
we need 10 more.
I'll allow it. It's there. No, for sure.
What's your best dad joke?
Oh shit! I'm still trying to figure out the answer to this. So I posted it 2 years ago. It was, what's the difference between a chickpea and a carrot? And I remember when I posted it, was funnier than a motherfucker. I can't find the answer.
You can't find the answer?
Can't remember the answer.
God damn.
It's in there somewhere. But the popsicle stick jokes, dude. Fucking
oh yeah, the
You
ones
know,
or like the Laffy Taffy rappers and shit.
It's just fucking stupid.
Stupid as fuck.
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, I don't like that at all.
Oh,
You've got mail. What do we do with that?
all right, this is up to John. I don't know how high John is over there, but he's
He
like,
actually
she's like, oh my god, what do I got to do right now? Just holler if you need help, John. This song can go on forever. All right.
It just loops?
Yeah, just loop. All right.
Yeah, but for sure.
For
Fucking
sure.
COVID.
COVID. You have no idea what's gonna happen right now.
Hopefully it goes away soon. Probably not.
We got like mail sent to us earlier from somebody.
From somebody. You know who?
You may or may not know them.
Okay.
But eventually, once John remembers what we talked about at the beginning, before everybody got too high.
Yeah, high is an understatement right now.
He'll remember.
I'm somewhere there. I'm about 5, how many beers? 1, 2. I feel good. Hey, these little things right here.
Dude, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. We'll show it in the camera once John's not too busy. Just holler if you need help again, John.
You want to smoke some more weed, John?
John.
John. He's just staring at the screen.
All right.
Like, oh, shit.
All right, just press
That's
play.
my work girlfriend.
If the Metallica Load album cover was a person, that person would be Justin. The man goes off an I fuck cattle, sheep, or swine vibe. The only thing that looks like Justin's cooking is meth. Based solely upon those arm tags.
Yeah.
What's going on with them eyebrow piercings, bud?
What are you
What are you trying to say there? But seriously, the guy fucks shit.
So that was my work girlfriend. But yeah, everything he says is true. No, I love that dude. I love all them dudes. They're some of my fucking favorite people. Them and fucking the retards and fucking From Blue to Gray.
From Blue to Gray,
Yeah, dude. I
Them
love
fucking
them guys.
bastards.
Yeah. Some fun ass people. Ken, dude. I love watching them play. If they're around here, bro, I'm like, where are they going now? I'm going to see Corey. Why are you gonna do that? Because it's fucking Ken. and I guarantee I'll get laid that night too. And so,
Over there in base shitty.
and it's only when I'm not cooking meth. So it's I take off time for work to go see her, Corey. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Corey, dude. Like, fucking how long? Man, how long?
fucking too long. Nah, dude, fucking, I love watching them play, dude. It's through they've been like
Mole
us, bro.
left and came back. Yeah. I mean, it's like, guys, keep it going.
All of them.
As long as you can.
Brant, he's
Brant.
He's another one of my he's my what do we call him? One of my bitches.
You bitches.
He's one of my bitches.
Oh, all
He's
right.
one of my favorite bitches. Now fucking this time of year, I think like New Year's Eve last year, we played a show with them at their New Year's Eve show.
Okay.
That shit was fucking cool.
I think I remembered
it was
those
fun.
flyers going around. Where was it at?
Was it
at
shit.
Bemo's?
I think it was at Dee's house. Yeah, it was. It was at Dee's house. Yeah, it was.
Did you do the? Was it New Year's Eve or
we
what,
did?
did
We
you do?
played-
D-Fest.
We did both.
Okay, you
We
did
did both.
D-Fest.
Yeah, we did
That was
both.
at the house. We've done that once.
Yeah, it was
Went
fun, dude.
Stereotype.
It's always cool to be able to look at. I don't care if I fucking achieve stardom overnight. I would never ever want to stop going to do a fucking house and playing a show and watching
Dude.
people crush one another.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
It's
man.
fun.
Dude,
especially when you're done playing too, because you're like, hell yeah, and I just get to hang out, dude. It's fire.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like so we
Dude.
played last year. We rung in the New Year and everything like that. And I brought a bunch of mushrooms and shit. And I was like, I brought like fucking Reese's peanut butter cups I made with mushrooms in them.
Oh, hell
all
yeah.
consensual. I didn't have
Dude.
them, but hey, that was a fun night.
Hell yeah.
Smoking foot-long joints. It was good. But yeah, it was a fun time, man. They always have a good time over there.
Oh, did you have like the paper that like rolls way out?
Yeah, it was, no, I have a roller. It's like literally like fucking a foot long.
You have
And
a
foot-
roller that's that
Yeah,
long?
And it's a foot long paper. And I do it for
Holy
holidays.
shit.
I go over to my fucking house with a bunch of old Italian people and I like go outside and smoke fucking foot long joint with my brother and like
It's
my
the foot
cousin.
long, man. It's the foot long.
Hey man, that bitch will take an hour to smoke. Like
Dude.
no joke. Well, 3 people, yeah, 4 people. Ew.
Dude, so is your family like really talk Italian? Like,
No,
like, is it-
no. Yeah. No, they don't. They look
No.
Italian.
They look Italian.
They look
but
real
they don't,
Italian.
like,
Yeah,
talk.
you're typical shaggy haired, big mustache, big nose,
Right.
olive colored skin ass Italian people. Yeah.
You don't, but you don't know any of your family that's like, talk Italian.
No.
No?
So no, that's like that's almost like Sicilian shit.
Sicilian?
Yeah, like
okay, so
Sicilian-
it's more Sicilian.
No, well, we're not like.
'Cause I know a few of those, and they were really like authentic.
Yeah, well, Sicilians got like a fucking New York accent attached onto their shit. You know what I mean? Like, Italians from like the mainland sound like the Godfather and shit.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I tell you? Not like that. You know,
I
it's
tell
like,
you.
like Mario and shit. You know, what I mean?
Mario.
Yeah, not as enthusiastic though. A little more monotone.
Mario.
But yeah, they.
Mario.
But yeah, they fucking. They'll do their little.
There's a guy like that at my work, and I always forget his name because it's weird, so I just call him Luigi. And everybody knows who the fuck I'm talking about.
Where Luigi at? Yeah.
Yeah. You know Luigi? And they're like, oh, they start
So-
laughing every time. I'm like,
Where I'm a weird split. Like my family, I'm from all over. So my mom's side is fucking straight off the boat Italian and straight off the boat. Like my grandparents.
Yeah, I came over. They seen
my
Statue of
grandparents or
Liberty.
their parents were from like Poland and Italy.
Okay.
So but yeah, going into that, my Italian side fans from Calabria. So it's like.
So what do they think about all this stuff going on too?
They're fucking. I don't. Just depends on which side of the fence you want to talk to the people that believe what they believe. You know.
Oh yeah.
It goes kind of far into like which side of the spectrum you're on right now. So
Really?
yeah, for the most part, they're a little.
So what about the Jehovah side? Are they like fucking like?
There
yeah,
isn't really any of them left.
No.
So yeah, that's like
144,000.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, they're gone. Man, fucking when Macho
Dude,
when
that's so
Macho Man
crazy.
died, the
I keep
rap
bringing
train
it up
happened.
because I'm like
Right.
fucking fascinated that
It's-
somebody can think 144,000 people. That's it. That's all that's getting into heaven. Where does the rest of everybody go?
That's daunting as fuck.
Where does the Jesus loves you, but I don't. Go fuck yourself. Like where? Yeah, exactly. Go fuck yourself. Like
Yeah.
where does everybody else go?
Yeah,
I don't
that's,
know, dude.
No, where is it? It tells
Purgatory?
You can find it. It'll tell you where do you, if you don't make it. It's I'm not sure if it's like hell or you just don't go anywhere.
Well, that's where you go into ghosts and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know. Ghosts, I don't know. I believe in like leftover residual energy.
So
I don't
we're
know.
just residual stuff.
Yeah, I don't believe that that's somebody like intentionally.
So you've never had
afterlife
like a
haunting
ghost
you.
experience?
Yeah, I've had weird shit happen.
What?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I've had weird shit happen.
So
but
you've had weird shit happen, but you still don't know if it was a ghost?
not like I wouldn't call it a ghost. Like I said, I just call it like fucking I don't know how to explain how I feel about it in terms of I just don't find it as like some guy in the afterlife is walking around trying to fuck with you. I think that's just something stupid. I've had I did have an experience happen at my mom's house when I was a teenager where fucking I left the downstairs bathroom. It was fucking completely this is dope as hell. Well, I left the downstairs bathroom and then fucking I turned off the light and then I went upstairs. And fucking I had a girlfriend live with me at the time. And then fucking after a little while we went and I went downstairs and the bathroom light was on. And I heard the shower running. I thought my girlfriend in the bathroom in the shower. And then I go upstairs and my girlfriend's sitting upstairs. I go back downstairs and the light in the shower off. I don't know what happened. But that happened. That's all I know.
So the shower was on.
The light in the shower absolutely on. I heard them both. I thought she was in the shower. I went upstairs and she was sitting upstairs. And I was like, did you leave the light on and the fucking shower on? She's like, no, I've been up here for a half hour.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then went downstairs and the shit was off. And I asked her and she was like, no. And I was like, I don't know what to make of it. I don't think it was a ghost. I just think something fucked up happened. What? We get an opportunity against God's favorite, or where they burn in hell.
Scroll down a little bit so I can read it. There's Christmas trees in the way.
What happens?
They will be given an opportunity to gain God's favor and join Jesus's other sheep and live forever in an earthly paradise.
That sounds fucking horrible.
Individuals unfavorably judged by God are not resurrected and are said to be in Gehenna.
That's what I would say.
Which they consider to be a metaphor for eternal destruction.
That sounds horrible. So
Is
basically,
that just
hey,
like
listen.
not a lighter way of saying, hey, where did is it Joe?
Yeah.
Where'd Joe go?
He's right there.
Oh. Sorry, dude. I'm like, look over, like, where'd Joe go?
So basically, what this is saying is that if you don't kiss ass well enough, you're doomed to eternal damnation.
What the fuck?
Hey, I'll worship whatever. If that's what you want to fucking believe.
Dude.
That's bad, though. That's horrible sounding.
It's very horrible.
So, let's just assume that the Jehovah's Witnesses understand that there's what, 7.5 billion people on the planet? 7.5. I think that's what it is. Somewhere 7 point fucking something.
7.6 earlier. So that sounds right. 7.5.
So only 144,000 of you are going to actually. The rest of you are going to burn in hell. You're all
burn
gonna
in
die.
hell. That's what I mean. 144,000. 7.75.
Oh, that was what I say.
billion.
7. Yeah, that's a fucking lot of people.
That is a fucking fuck ton of people.
Hey, but then I also seen that you can fit every person in the world shoulder to shoulder in a little town or a little part of Florida.
What?
Yeah, like literally every person shoulder to shoulder in a little part of Florida.
No.
Yeah, that's I swear I seen something
John
like that.
Google.
I'm actually
what the fuck?
I'm actually gonna die on that mountain. I'm gonna die on that mountain.
Every person in the world.
Yeah,
so
in a small spot,
7.53
shoulder to shoulder.
billion.
Like everybody. Is
It's gonna be an
crammed in.
Astro World fucking incident already happening. Who's headlining? Travis Scott.
Only 8 at a time. We're only going to take 8 of you. That's fucked up.
Do you think
too.
he should be held responsible for any of that?
No.
No. Do
As
you
much
think
as I
he
don't like
truly
him,
didn't know what was going on?
He didn't give a fuck either way. If he
Either way.
like from what I seen is that he had pictures of dead people that people were sending to him, and he posted and then deleted it. I'm not positive for what I was reading was bullshit news. But because I just kind of glanced over.
He posted them?
Yeah, on Twitter or something like that, or
pictures of
Instagram.
dead people?
Of people that were fucking dead at the show.
What the fuck?
Hey, listen, don't hold me to it. But I'm like really on there that I remember seeing it. Whether it was a fucked up article or not, I remember seeing it.
Dang.
Okay.
He's Googling.
He's just having Google shit all night long. What are you doing? We're going to record ourselves Googling shit. Yeah. Like they didn't survive the show or some shit like that.
Dude, honestly, some of his
He's
music
done
I
anyway,
listen
man.
to.
He's done.
I listened to his music before all that too.
I like a couple. I like a little bit. See, right? Yeah, this is what I read.
Song,
yeah.
Too. Wow.
A kid that didn't survive. The fuck?
Well,
you
that
mean?
one clip where he's the one clip that trips me out the most. And this just like gave me, you know, when you get a vibe from something,
Yeah.
and like
The weird vibe, but like
just like you get like a little bit of goosebumps too. You just the one that gave me the most is when he's standing on that like pedestal. He's kind of out in the crowd, and he's like
Yeah.
doing this little humming shit with his music, right? And the guy's being carried out.
Yeah.
Like that was having a seizure or whatever. When he was,
I know.
like,
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
know.
Absolutely, I know what you're talking about.
That trips me out because it looks like he's looking right in that area, and it's just like
almost like paying attention. Like he.
Wow,
yeah.
dude! It, you know, not to get on the whole satanic train and like everybody was trying to say.
You
he's
seen
doing
that stuff
seances.
too?
Yeah, he's trying to do seances. I don't know about that, but just him doing that and seeing
makes it a little more probable.
Wow.
It's like it's a good
maybe probable, but just fucking downright weird. And then, you know, I'm not into glorifying metal and all the people like posting about like, you know, when whoever stops a concert for whatever reason because people are moshing. Like, yeah, not everybody's gonna know.
Yeah, there was a lot more people that are there than was at most metal
you
shows.
know,
so.
yeah, the problem, people storming the gates and all that shit and all
That
those,
was insane, man.
all
They're just
you don't
running
see
in.
that. You don't see that being talked about at all.
Yeah.
When it comes to that,
And that ain't gonna.
it's still being talked about. I just seen somebody starting shit about it the other day. You know, about the concert. It's still being talked about.
Yeah.
Like the people storming.
We're still
through
investigating it, I think.
and just blowing by like the horses and all that shit. Just packing all those people in there.
Yeah, you're not
Just-
going to see that at a metal show. That's so. I'll give that one up. That's the one. The stopping for the crowd. I've been at fucking shows where people got fucked up. You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
you can't say it never happened.
Oh no, like at DTE and stuff when they were like chucking the sod in the air, and like people were getting pelted. I seen people going out on wheelchairs and shit, all bloodied up.
I got hit with the piece. I was watching. I was watching In Flames play, and fucking, I got hit with the piece, and it was huge, and it was covered in puke.
When was this?
Fucking awesome. It was fucking. It was Mayhem Fest, I believe, and it was
What year?
I don't remember. All I know is I got hit with a big piece of sod. It was covered in puke.
I remember it happened at Ozfest for me. I think it was 07, with Disturbed and fuck, who else was on that bill?
It was like a thing that they were doing all for a couple years. It was something they were doing until DTE started getting really weird about it. And
people were getting fucked up by it. Yeah, it didn't end like it ended like soon after.
when I seen it stop, for me personally, when I seen it completely stop is when.
Wait a minute, 7 billion isn't such a space issue.
See it right here.
Baraka pointed out, if everyone in the world stood shoulder to shoulder, we could all fit within the city limits of Los Angeles.
Yeah, so maybe it was in Florida.
Holy shit.
So there's really not that. It's just a matter of like, you know, being better. You know what I mean? It's like figuring out stuff instead of just letting it ride out into the sun. You know, it's just like, well, how can we make this better? How can we fit a little better together?
Really? Really?
All right. Kind of puts things
Joe,
in
do
perspective.
you think that's like mind blowing?
Not really.
No, you think that's like
consume so much food that it doesn't really matter how much space we actually take up.
you think we can all fit in Los Angeles? Like, just you would have thought that's like, yeah, for sure.
But still, well, the billion number seems huge.
All those people in China.
Yeah. But China has what, 3 billion?
Look it up.
No, India
Look it
has,
up, John.
I think India has the most people, don't they?
India?
I think it's like 2 billion. I think India has.
Well, fuck! I was just watching this guy. It's Indigo. Whoa, what we got, John? When asked if we had enough food to feed everyone, he said, yes, last year the world grew about 2.3 billion metric tons of cereal grains, and that amount of food could provide enough calories to feed between 9 billion people and 11 billion people.
Listen, watch this. Boom.
Boom.
Wow. Boom goes the dynamite, right?
Boom.
Let's see that later.
What? This is on CBS News. So for the mainstreamers, you know, shit.
It's just a matter of the problem is
However, the problem is
accountability.
only 46% of that amount goes into human mouths.
Throw it all
Most of
away.
the rest goes to the animals many of us like eating. That's partly why 1 billion people go hungry every day. Is this a just thing for vegetarianism?
You mean we might have an idea? No. I have nothing against one motherfucker that eats meat. I cook. Listen, I cook meat every day. I cook meat for my family. I make my girlfriend and my daughter steak. Whatever. It's just something I don't fuck with. That's it.
So what do you eat? Do you eat like turkey burgers and shit?
No, I don't eat any meat at all.
Okay, so what's the difference between vegetarian and vegan again?
Vegans don't eat anything. I'm going to get this wrong, but vegans don't eat anything that is an animal product, animal byproduct. For example,
so they don't eat eggs.
True. No, vegans don't eat honey because it's made by bees.
Do you eat eggs?
Yes.
Okay.
I eat eggs. I eat honey. I just don't
What's
eat.
produced by the animal?
I don't eat fish. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I don't eat anything that's made of
the animal.
Yeah, it's just.
But what they produce.
I don't mind
So
eggs.
milk.
Eggs are fucking. They're little chicken. There's no life in that egg. You know what I mean? It's just vitamins. So fuck it.
So no meat, anything.
No, nothing. I eat like.
So what's your main course?
I eat a lot of rice and beans, dude. I eat a lot of Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, right?
Taco Bell. I eat a
There
lot
you
of
go.
them.
There
And
you
that's
go.
how you can be vegetarian and still be 300 pounds.
Where is it?
Did I know?
There we go. We're working on it.
Yeah, but it fucking for sure. It's just it was it'll be like 3 years in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? So
So do you like feel better or like what's the object? What's the goal? What was
I feel
why
better.
You turned vegetarian?
I worked in kitchens for the last 22 years, and
right.
I've worked in slaughterhouses. I've worked at every ends of food production for the most point, besides like research and development from big companies. But I have went and slaughtered animals, seen animals slaughtered, fucking did this and that, cleaned animals, did everything I had to do, and I just fucking would not touch any of the food that this country makes with anything.
No,
nothing.
So that's just why.
It's just
you just didn't like it.
So I have no problem with somebody going out in the field, killing a deer and eating a deer, because that's cool. You did it what you had to do. Law of the land, that's how it works. What? Fucking the way, and a lot of people say I'm being hippie, but the way the animals are treated before they die and what they have to go through is I just think we can do better as what we are. And so in that generalization, that's my protest. I just don't fuck with meat. And I never really had it in my diet to begin with. I ate chicken, and once in a while I might eat beef.
So what about venison? What if somebody like killed a deer?
Whatever, then have that. That's up to you.
You wouldn't eat that though?
Not if I didn't eat it.
What?
Now, if
what?
If
I said we wouldn't eat that, you said not if I didn't eat it.
If I didn't need it.
Oh, need it.
Yeah,
Okay.
need. So like,
So
if I was
if it
starving,
came down to it, though.
if I had to eat I eat you, survive. If I'm gonna fucking die, and the only thing in survival is eating you, I'm eating your ass, and that maybe not your ass, but parts of your ass.
Right. You get all the fatty parts.
Fuck yeah, you gotta get the good parts. You know what I mean? But that's in general.
That's what provides like. Okay, so just being somebody that cooks food. Do you agree that the fatty parts of a steak provide a lot of flavor?
It depends on how you do it, man. Dude, steaks are like one of the most.
Because some people will trim all the fat off their steak, and I'm like, bro, you got to get
I
a
would
part of
leave
that
the fat on.
Some of it. Yeah, some of it you might cut away. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna leave.
At least cook it with the steak and then cut the fucking fat off afterwards.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
You don't eat. You wouldn't even when you did eat steak.
Yeah.
Before, you wouldn't eat any of the fat.
No, I some of it. It depends on if it was like kind of marbled through it, I'd have a problem with big ass hunks of fat.
No, not like a big hunk of fat. It's too chewy.
If there's a little,
no,
bit,
but if you got some steak and some of the fat,
yeah,
yes,
yes, I gotta say no. You know what I mean?
No, I think the
it
fat
don't taste bad.
The fat provides a lot of flavor.
It's got weird consistency sometimes. Sometimes it's like okay, like it'll go good with the steak, but other times it's like weird.
Well, does it? Well, then that would depend on like the cut of steak.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
yeah,
which would you say is the worst kind of steak to have fat on?
Oh man, anything that is like fucking sirloin and below, man.
Sirloin and below.
Yeah,
well, that's.
Or so sirloin and below is the shit that should have fat on it.
What about like a New York strip?
Well, it just also depends on your taste. You know what I mean? Like a New York strip, it's gonna have that fucking big. It's gonna have that nice. You have that nice line. I'm sorry, like a T-bone would have a nice line. Your
T-bone,
New York strip,
with the bone.
Your New York strip wouldn't. You know what I mean? So it just
the
depends on your
T-bone.
taste.
What about a T-bone? That's the most common kind we get.
I always like T-bones because they tasted good.
So would you leave the fat on? though? Or would you cut it off?
Some of it. You know what I mean? It depends. Like I said, it's just all like I'd have to be in the moment. You know what I mean? It's like I might not be that piece, but this piece, what the fuck ever.
But the part by the bone though, in that corner,
that little bit's cool. Yeah,
that it tastes the best.
Absolutely,
doesn't it?
Yeah,
tastes the.
I wouldn't
just
pull it off.
Make you want to sink your fucking teeth into a T-bone right now.
Hey, my thing is I want to eat fucking a Popeye's chicken sandwich. I think about that motherfucker a lot.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Popeyes. We're getting the Popeyes here in Holland soon.
We got a
right,
couple,
John. Isn't that
he's
right?
He's like, yo, yeah. It's like I'm excited as fuck.
We got a Chick-fil-A not too long ago, and then we all got introduced to that shit. We were like, damn, dude,
I was
this is
always
what
a
we've been
chicken
missing.
guy. Beer.
Yeah. This is what we've always been missing, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, chicken is something I definitely miss. And shrimp.
Shrimp, yeah. See, that's what I thought vegetarian could still eat fish.
You can.
Isn't that like what's the?
That's a pescatarian. Pescatarians will eat seafood only as a meat.
Okay, pescatarian.
And then poetarians eat chicken.
Yeah.
You can be a pescatarian.
You can be like picky with it as well and be like, I'll only eat fish as meat, and be like primarily vegetarian.
Pescapoitan?
Yeah.
Because like I actually kind of fucked with it for a while.
Pescapoitarian.
Pescapoitarian. Yeah, I thought it was bullshit when I first heard it.
Man.
It's a real thing.
It's dope.
Yeah.
You fucked with it?
A couple of years ago,
Pescatarian?
I went. No, I actually did both.
The
I went
pescapoitarian?
I did pescatarian, and then I actually said fuck it, went full vegan for like 6 months.
Vegan, something I can't do. It's just
I
it's
tried
too many
it out,
fucking
dude,
rules. Like you
but
can't even
too
wear
many
like leather
rules.
or anything. You have to watch. You literally have to know the ingredients of everything you touch.
Yeah, that's exactly
it's
what
hard.
kind of got to me. I was like, oh, this sounds dope as fuck.
It's
And
too
then
much
it was just
fucking
like,
work.
oh, it's got fucking animal product, and I was just like, you know what, dude,
Everything.
vegetarian though, I was totally cool with.
Like you can't have you can't have certain gummy bears and gummy candy because
Yeah,
it's made out of
there's, like,
gelatin and fucking.
Pretty much any snack food.
See,
out the
I can't
window.
eat because I don't eat gelatin either, so I got to watch what I fucking eat. Like the gummies I make gummies. I can't eat them because they're made out of fucking gelatin. So I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I never have, but you can't. Gelatin's made out of fucking meat. It's insane. Like
Dude.
soups and shit. You got to watch
Yep, there's a lot to
like if there's chicken base or beef base in it, can't have it. So
exactly, dude.
it's a little
So
bit
many
more.
rules, man. I just think about like just what you need. You need to get-
Vegetarian's a little
you need
easier
to
to
get your
grasp a hold
protein.
on 'em, yeah.
So you need to get your protein in. You need to get your vitamins and everything. You gotta get
Beans.
Well, that's what, yeah, like
Fucking
you were saying earlier,
beans.
dude. Lots of beans and
Beans
rice.
and,
fucking beans.
But I'm not
dude.
gonna lie, dude. Like there was like your gut has to transition to the diet.
Yeah.
So it takes like
Yeah.
a week or two for your body to be like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But once I was in the mode, like, dude, holy shit, dude, I looked way better than I currently do, and
I
there was
immediately
much
lost
more
like
just,
25 pounds.
Get up and go.
And then my
Even with all the rice,
dude, I immediately lost 20.
See,
I went from
rice is-
300 to 275 in like 2 months. And 2 or 3 months. But then I during COVID, I worked at this restaurant and they literally gave out everything. After everything got shut down, like 2020, March 2020, where everything shut down, they gave out $20,000 worth of food, and a lot of it was vegetarian food. So I was literally feeding my family like 3 squares a day. We were bored, we had nothing to do, so let's cook fucking food. Let's bake stuff. Let's do this, that. And dude, I gained like 60-some pounds.
Dang.
No bullshit. I'm still trying
during
to
the
trim this
first
shit
part
off.
of COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was bad.
Whew.
So all I did was fucking smoke weed and eat.
Hell yeah.
Gained 63 or 64 pounds. That's insane. Like, what'd you do? It's like I ate shit.
I ate like shit.
Like, yeah, like a lot of stuff.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that fucking first part of COVID was crazy.
it was
I took
weird.
about like 2.5 off months of work. When it first came out, dude, I was scared. I was honestly like, I wasn't scared. I wasn't like shaking in my boots.
you're cautious.
But I was
like any
like,
normal person
I was like,
would.
yo, man,
Yeah.
like, I'm a janitor. My dad's a janitor. We go everywhere in these buildings. Like, my dad watches my kids sometimes during the day. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to take, stay at home for a while.
Yeah.
So it was like 2.5 months. 2.5 months, I was over it. I was like, yo, dude.
It was like, okay, this is excessive. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
All right. It's like
2.5 months. I'm like, okay, I'm going back to work.
I've seen a lot of stuff, and you always hear about everybody who's got their facts and their studies and everything like that. Paying attention. I don't know. I wish I could cite every article I read for every source I've ever seen. But from what I gathered over time is that pretty much it was bad at first. People were dying. People were sick. States were fucking jostling up the numbers to get more aid. We know that. You know what I mean? There's enough evidence to say that. So
yeah,
the shit
they
was
need to get
held
their
down.
aid. So like, yeah, just start marking the shit down.
This shit was held down for this long, I believe. Yeah, people. I never will say the virus doesn't exist, but this shit is
you've had your
purely
experience.
fucking political now. It started off political.
It started off with like all like Kamala and all them saying, we're not going to take the Trump juice or whatever.
Yeah.
And
then all of a sudden it's
this all derived from when Trump was president. Like it's the same thing.
They
like,
did everything.
Restart everything.
I'm not, and like I said, I'm not. I do like down. We talk about leaning to that political spectrum of staying in the middle. I've always been. My family always told me when I was growing up that fucking poor people were Democrats. That's what it was.
Right.
Democrats for the poor people, the downtrodden, the minorities, people like you and me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
that's true. As you get older, you make your own decisions, your opinions about things. I found out that I lean a little conservative, just a little, not even fucking full wing, just an idea. You know what I mean? And you can't talk about that no more. You know what I mean? And that was the thing with Trump going through everything like that, is that it became evil to have like an opposite opinion of what you have now. And that's what happened. The one side got, you know what I mean, did everything they could to make sure everything was really bad. And then coming into this area, well, it's kind of good. Everything's okay. It's under control. But you need to do this. And you need to do that. You need this. You need that.
Yeah.
Do what we do. Even though we are blatantly lying to your fucking face, you get caught every day. You get caught every day.
Oh, it's the lies, dude.
Yeah, it's literally a fucking blatant in your face. It's like somebody looking at you saying they stole water out of your fridge, and then you watched them do it, and they walk past you and say, "Hey, did you steal a water?" And they look at you and go, "No," and then you're just like, "Okay," you know what I mean? That's the equivalent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
like the fucking the value. What is it like? It has to be under 1,000 or under 500 in LA or something to where you can rob to press charges.
$900.
$900.
Yeah, it's $900, and it's just a misdemeanor, and you're out before it. Like the cops are saying, you're out before the ink's dry. And it's like that's fucked up over there, New York and California. I don't even understand how that shit happened. How do you go
New York? Yeah.
How do you go progressive so fucking hard that you literally kill your own fucking state? It's like horrible that these places that were like the forefront of progression.
Yeah.
The headlining of the United States have just fucking decayed. Everybody's moved away. Everybody's done. Everybody takes their ass to Florida or Texas.
Like you can't just have lawless Old West stuff.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore. There's too many people.
It's racist.
Like I listen to like podcasts. I listen to like podcasts from like, like the Old West and stuff like that. But there was way less people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A little easier to conduct.
You can conduct something like of that environment, in a small town at that time. You can't go Old West now. You can't go where there's no police. You can't go where you send a social worker.
Minneapolis and shit like
the
that.
The social worker to the domestic thing was something that would be a good idea, but you still need a police officer.
Yes.
You can't just send the social worker. You have to have a police officer still there, maybe two, depending on the situation.
Yeah, depending on the situation for
now,
sure.
Can you get the domestic, it's like, what would you call them? What do you call them?
What do you mean?
Like somebody that's like a therapist or something that's
social worker.
Social worker. Now, could you like possibly have the police, make sure the situation is okay?
Yeah.
Have the domestic worker come in or a social worker come in and diffuse the situation and maybe not have to have everybody go to jail?
Yes.
Could you do something like that? Yes. But that's going to be an extra cost because now you're just adding stuff. You're not taking away. You're not eliminating police and stuff. But could that be something that could be done? Yeah, maybe. But you can't just not just go to that.
Yeah.
Like I've seen people say.
For sure. It's the problem with things we used to have a little more control over the way things went down, the way things were. And how did we now it's just like a direct thing. Well, you can't do this. There's no veering towards, well, maybe there was a reason for this, or maybe there was a reason for that.
Right.
And when the I lost my train of thought there for a minute. Hold on.
Well, it's for police coming in and
Yeah.
like
Wh-
solving a domestic dispute.
Yeah,
Having
for
a
sure.
social worker maybe solve it.
It would depend on the case, man. If you're going up to a place where it's no one's going to be, you need cops. But for
Well,
the
yeah,
most
yeah.
part, inserting the police into it, I think, can be bad. I think sometimes that the police, especially now, the police have such bad stigma and
Right.
such bad that the second people see them, I don't care, me or you see them. We see all that shit on the news, we ain't going to be comfortable. I don't care how fucking white you are or how fucking calm you are. You're going to fucking get weirded out no matter what.
Right.
Because you're being pulled over. I don't care if it's for a ticket. All the shit you see on the news is going to fucking make you weird about. So what's going to happen if they go over there for, with a social worker?
What's happened when you pulled over?
Well, I just...
But we're two white people talking about this.
I
so it makes
just
no-
try to be,
no relevance.
I try not to give them a reason.
Dude, I'm always nervous as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't give them a reason, but don't be fucking weird about it. Just go
No.
about, talk to them like they're a normal ass person.
Yeah.
Don't fucking be so apprehensive, but don't give them any details. They don't need to know shit about you. Find out what's going on. Be cool with them. And if they fucking, like you were speeding, if you were speeding, give them your goddamn license, take your
Yeah.
ticket, go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had no reason to pull
Yeah.
me over, motherfucker. You know you were speeding. You know you ran the stop sign. Just take your shit.
Dude,
go
I
home.
got pulled over. I was like 1 month away from getting my I think it was my license. I was 1 month away. I was still on the permit. And I ran to the store. My dad was like, all right, yeah, you can run to the store. So I took the car to the store, dude. Coming back, there was a headlight out in the fucking car.
Oh.
I did not even know. He didn't know either.
Found out.
Obviously. So I got pulled over in my fucking driveway to my house. I think I got lucky as fuck. Because he pulled me over. I was like 2 blocks away, and I was like, I'm going to the driveway. So I just pulled in the driveway. But just to say it, my dad still didn't know that I got pulled over once I got in the house. I'm like, you didn't see the lights outside? He's like, oh, I was watching TV. I'm like, dude, you didn't know.
I was busy. He was
Like the
busy.
living room was right there, dude. Yeah. Fucking got a fucking pulled over and comes up. I just told him right away, dude. I was like,
Got
yep,
pulled over.
Yep, here's my permit. I said, dude, I'm 1 month away from getting my license. And I got let go.
Yeah.
Is it because I'm white
that.
though?
No,
Is it because I'm white though? I don't know.
That's such a fucked up
what if you
question,
were?
though. You know what I mean? It's like in every realm of.
Is it because I'm white?
Maybe, maybe not. Who fuck knows? Just act normal. Maybe it's just because you act like a fucking human being about it, and you're honest, and you didn't, try to challenge them. Or 'cause
Right.
nobody. I don't care, me or you.
I know.
nobody-
I was preparing for the worst.
Nobody likes to be challenged.
Preparing for the worst. I'm like, I'm fucked.
Who likes to be challenged? And seriously, do you like somebody walking up and challenging you when you're just trying to do your shit?
No.
And I
Yeah,
will never
man.
look and say all cops are angels, and they don't. They do fucked up stuff all the time. More often than not, it seems lately.
Oh,
But-
I've seen fucked up shit.
But when a perfectly normal
Yeah.
cop comes up to you and just says, "Hey, man, how you doing? You were speeding back there. I caught you. A radar. I caught you.
Yeah.
Can I, let's just get this over. Can I see your license, registration, and we can be about our day?" And then you're like, "Why the fuck you pull me over? Why, what I do? Filming like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I film
yeah.
it, but don't be a fucking dick about it. Just get your ticket. You fucked up, and take it and go home. You know what I mean? If
fucking ticket.
If you do something wrong, it's a ticket. Dude, take it home. Why are you gonna fucking get to the point where you get tased or worse, even off shot? Shut the fuck up and take your ticket. You know what I mean? Don't act weird. If you're carrying shit in your car and you get caught, what do you think's gonna happen? Dang. You're gonna go to jail.
Dang.
Where are you gonna argue? Take your shit, go to jail. You want to make sure that you don't go to jail, but if you, whatever. Dude, I gotta get one of them for my house. Every time my daughter talks, it'll go bang. That's when my girlfriend walks in the door.
Right.
It's elevator music. It's elevator music.
So where can everybody find your band at, dude?
I don't know, fucking all the normal stupid shit that everybody goes on. Instagram, Twitter.
What is it at? What's your at?
It's probably just at Archimime.
Archimime. Spell that.
There you go.
There we go.
ARCHIMIME.
You gave him an out, man. You gave him an out. I wanted him to spell it.
Is that Instagram? I just started getting shit on Instagram not too long ago.
Yep. Yeah, we'll give you a follow.
I wouldn't remember it if I didn't see it.
Yeah, dude. That's what I was hoping for.
New music 2021. Well, that shit's so old. We ain't
Gotta get that drummer, man.
Yeah, right.
Get that drummer in the building. Ready for some grindcore?
Ready for something?
You ready for what?
Death
metal?
Death, whatever. We don't know. We just make music that can jump around in circles too, I guess. But
well, if you're in the Detroit area, right? Anywhere in the surrounding Detroit area, right?
Yeah, anywhere. If you just look up Archimime,
if you play
go to all of our
drums.
wonderful social media sites and
Social
fucking-
medias.
and social medias with an S.
All right,
and then
dude.
we can go. You can look up where we're going to be, which right now is going to be nowhere. Until we get there, right there. This whole Dwayne. Look at him. Look at that. Sexy. He's so fucking sexy.
Look at that.
And Jeff, man, he had that tank top on. He was really rocking that shit. Yeah.
And when was this posted?
This is
September. It was still
9th.
probably hot. It was
Yeah.
fucking hot in September. Still.
Yeah, in there. Actually, no, that place ain't that bad. They're actually pretty cool in there.
We went backpacking in the Porcupine Mountains, and we were expecting like maybe mid-60s. Dude, it was fucking like 78. We were fucking sweating our
Dude, it's
asses
nice.
off.
It was yesterday. Was nice as hell.
Oh yeah, dude. I've seen my phone this morning. It was like 6 a.m.
I didn't even mean to put that picture in
58.
there. Just a heads up.
Well, that
Like, look-
picture?
No, I
Dude,
didn't
I was
even-
wondering about that.
I didn't even mean to do that. I don't know why I did that.
I was wondering.
And I made it 3D, and I don't know how I, did
know,
that.
dude. I was
like, I didn't intentionally mean to do it. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know if I was like half
You
asleep.
didn't like hurry up and delete the post?
No.
No.
I didn't really care. I was
roll
like,
with
whatever.
it.
It's like, it's just a picture of me with a Jason mask on and fucking smoking a joint. That's it.
Well,
That was
dude, this was a fun time.
It was.
This was great.
I feel good.
I know. I feel like we didn't even get into half the shit we could have got into.
No, we just bullshit. It was
just
all right.
bullshit. It was good. We didn't even get into Diddybop. Somewhat with the Road Rangers.
Yeah, we did it a little
stereotype
bit.
shit.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I can't believe you remember that.
Yeah,
That's
I do.
cool, dude.
I
We made a
remember.
mark.
I paid it. I tried to pay attention. You know what I mean? Because it was it was a run of part of doing business, I guess. It's like, well, this band is cool.
Problem with pills?
Is that our future? Is that what we're slowly getting to? Like the brains just can keep. Those are rams.